found a way to put the intro on here, and I was like, I have to put it on here, man. I have to.
Nice.
So yeah, I found
Hey,
a way.
Eyes Without a Face is a great song. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. But we can continue talking about what y'all were talking about. I just wanted to go ahead and press live, but because we're a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit
yeah.
over, but let's see. Hopefully it's working.
But yeah, no. And also, are we discussing the Moana trilogy today or no?
No, to be honest, I didn't even watch it. I didn't even.
I saw it, but I saw the reactions to it, and I had to see it myself. The color grading is terrible.
Yeah,
it's so lifeless.
Does not. It doesn't look that good.
It's so lifeless.
Very uninspired.
Yeah.
What happened? Like, and also, we've gotten so much Moana content in the last 10 years. We've gotten an animated film, a sequel, and a live action all within 10 years. That's so much Moana content. And what's sad is some kids who never watched the animated film, who are just, smaller right now, this will be their generation for Moana.
Yeah.
No room to miss anything.
Yeah, Disney live action remakes need to stop. I just think Lilo and Stitch last summer was not horrible, but it also wasn't like the greatest thing I've ever seen. And like, I know Lilo and Stitch is like my generation, but like I've not seen it enough to where I had the biggest like nostalgic emotional attachment to it. So I mean, I walked out of it and I thought it was fine, but at the same time, it's just like looking back at it, it's just like that could have been so much better than what it was.
Well, I don't know. Like, I remember how big Lilo and Stitch was when I was a kid, because there was the original film, then there was a TV show. And people, when they say Disney makes too many sequels, they used to crank out like straight to DVD sequels for Disney every single freaking like 5 a year.
Yeah,
and it would go straight to
remake Treasure Planet, you cowards.
What's up,
Treasure
Rob?
Planet could be a good live action remake.
I'm telling you, if they make that, it's going to be Tom Holland and Zendaya. I'm telling you that right now.
Yes, but if they remake Treasure Planet and they screw it up,
well, same with what's it called? Another one that I love is Atlantis, The Lost Empire.
Right, there's something about that whole era of unknown Disney films that's just fantastic.
I agree. Like Emperor's New Groove. Yeah.
Well, not Disney, but I mean, this isn't really a remake, but they're doing a Gremlins 3, and we got news on Gremlins 3 today, and a lot of people are going to hate this. I don't hate it, but I would like to see someone new. Apparently, Jenna Ortega is going to be in it or something like that, and I'm like, look, I like Jenna Ortega. I do. I know it's like not Disney at all. I'm a huge Gremlins fan. But I want to see someone else besides, you know what I mean? Like
there comes to a point where there's like an oversaturation of using the same people.
Yes.
Well, that's
like I will now not docking her talent at all, because I think she's great.
She's great.
But McKenna Grace,
she's great in Beetlejuice, I thought.
I've seen everywhere. And it's like I just need to breathe. Hey Raza.
Hey guys.
And we lost Hayden. Jenna Ortega and Pedro Pascal for Gremlins 3.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Can y'all hear me and see me all right? Everybody in the chat, all y'all, can y'all hear me and see me all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all can? Okay, good. Jenna Ortega and Pedro Pascal for Gremlins. Oh,
we lost Darian too.
Oh.
So, man, are we... There's not like a cap on the room, is there?
I hope not.
If there is, I can bounce.
No. I don't want you to.
You
know what I can do? Because the thing with me is I have my phone up here in the laptop. Okay, Darian entered. Let's see if that works. Okay, let's see. Hopefully it doesn't kick anybody out again. Let's see. If it does,
what happened was the audio totally cut out for me.
Okay.
I don't know why it's doing that. We'll watch it, and if it does again, I'll move to... I mean, I could go ahead and move to...
now Ross is gone.
Let me move to one camera. Let me try to... let me move to one camera. Let's...
It's not a real live if there's not a technical difficulty.
Very true. I mean, this isn't the first time we've had them.
Let's see.
I remember one time, I think it was just Hayden and I. Raza had already left, and then Hayden and I kept getting disconnected from him, and like I was the only one in the room at one point, and I'm just like, hi people, we're trying to solve this, and I even played like the Jeopardy think music, and I'm like, we'll get this resolved.
Oh, you didn't pull Bueller?
No, oh, well, thinking back on it now, I guess I should have. That would have been a good stunt.
Hey, there will be
Um,
another time.
yeah. Well, I guess I should make a formal introduction. Hey, Jeff, this is Hayden and Raza, who are the other
Hi.
guys in SuperFilmTrinity with me. Hayden
Hey.
and Raza, this
What
is
in the world?
Jeff, the narrator. He is in my Bible study group.
Oh, cool. Okay, hi. Nice to meet you, Jeff.
How you doing, Raza? Nice to meet you, Hayden.
Nice to meet
I went
you.
ahead and subscribed, by the way.
Awesome. Thank you. I'll do the same to you.
Thank you.
Yes. And then this is Darian down here. He's been a frequent collaborator as well.
Nice to meet you, Darian.
You as well.
Hey, can y'all hear and see me all right now?
Yeah, you're good.
Yes.
Now it's working now. Okay. Yeah, it's weird. I guess it's like an unlimited amount of people. I mean, a limited amount of people that can join in the.
Was the fact that you had? Do you have 2 cameras set up? Is that? Did that
Yeah,
maybe cause-
I backed out on my phone, so I just have one
Gotcha.
now. But,
Okay.
it's weird though. Whenever I had this new mic, whenever I plug it in, even to the laptop, which is what I'm using right now,
Mhm.
I don't know. It's not. I don't know.
I have you guys on my iPad right now, and I also have the Jays game on because I can't miss what's going on. So,
No, you're good. I understand the dedication.
No problem.
I understand the dedication.
so if you see me looking off, I promise I'm listening.
No, you're good. I need to watch men's basketball Final Four tonight. If Michigan
Hey, I understand
wins,
sports love, dude. I understand it totally.
if Michigan wins tonight, not only do I get the right pick for the first time ever, which I actually got the women right yesterday. I picked UCLA and they beat South Carolina, which I was shocked to see that. But if Michigan wins the men's tournament tonight, I win $140 from my office March Madness.
Wow, that's
Wow.
awesome.
So I'm very much hoping Michigan wins. I mean, if they play like they played the other night against Arizona and just whooped them, I hope I don't have a problem and I can just
That's
watch
awesome.
the game and
Wow.
stress free. But yeah, I definitely understand the baseball baseball obsession as well.
I will
My
say
Reds
briefly.
have not
Y'all
been
can still
doing
hear
good.
me, right? Can y'all still hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
Okay,
I will
good,
say-
good. Because I was messing around with some stuff. So there we go. Good. Finally.
I will
finally.
say very briefly, I've been trying to get more into it. And for instance, when I went to the game on Tuesday, as everyone saw probably on my Instagram post, and I've been trying to keep up with more of the games. And it's 162 baseball games this year. It's a lot, but I'm trying to keep up with every single one that I can because the minute I step away, something has to always happen.
Mm-hmm.
All I
Hayden,
know
by
is
the
my
way, I
Steelers
really
are
love
about to
your
win.
X-Men shirt.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought this a couple.
What's on
weeks
the
ago, and
back?
I was like, it's here. I'll try to turn everybody in the chat too. It's kind of hard to
very
see,
nice.
but
Oh, is it the Jet? Oh, cool.
Nice.
yeah, dude. Heck yeah! I found it
Nice.
on Amazon, and I was like, I had to.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you got
But,
something on the sleeve too?
Yeah. It's
Oh, cool, cool.
it's
Yeah.
X-Men. Heck
Nice,
yeah, man.
nice.
Nice.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I
speaking
got a
of sports,
similar
too-
like long sleeve X-Men 97 shirt when that came out 2 years ago, and it's got like the cast on the front, then I think it's got like a whole kind of collage on the back, and then the X symbols on the sides. It's pretty similar to that. Yeah.
Speaking of X-Men 97, like season 2, I need a trailer now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get
excited.
one in the next couple weeks.
I
Yeah.
hear this month. I heard this month, which I would not be shocked, but we'll have to see. But that would be
Yeah.
it'd be fun, man.
Talking stuff being announced, Raza, I was going to mention to you, Fan Expo's first announcements tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I hope it's someone exciting. Yeah.
We'll see what that is, but some
Yeah.
people are hoping for Hayden Christensen. I'm trying to tell people that
Right.
he's insanely expensive, but yeah, no.
Right.
I've been telling people if it's anyone's Star Wars, we're not going to get that till May 4th.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's when they'll announce those
Yeah,
guys. I'm holding out hope for the Daredevil cast. I really want the Daredevil cast to
That's
come.
the
I know Joseph just saw Deborah Ann Wool.
Yeah, dude,
that
heck
was
yeah,
awesome.
Her at
Heck yeah.
Lexington Comic-Con in Kentucky, and she was awesome. She was
That's so
nice
cool.
to me. And
Those
she
last 2
said that-
episodes of Daredevil, dude.
Yeah,
Man, they were good. I'm telling you.
she was great in them.
Yeah. She told
That's
me
so
she
cool.
was she was excited to be at the convention during premiere week, and
Yeah,
which I was
definitely.
shocked she was because I thought maybe she would have gone to like I can't remember if season 2 had a premiere or not or like any kind of press like that. But
Yeah.
I'm glad she was able to make it to the convention because she was super cool to meet.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, I've had the pleasure of seeing her just on stage at D23, and she seems like someone who's very cool to meet from the cast. So I hope we'll get some really cool cast members that come at Fan Expo Canada. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, fantastic lady. She's actually a great dungeon master as well.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard that. Yeah.
Well, speaking of Marvel, shall we go ahead and get started talking about our trailers?
Absolutely.
Spider-Man.
Which ones do
Spider-Man
we have?
Brand
We
New
have
Day.
Dune Part 3, Brand New Day, and Supergirl, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And then
we're
lightly
talking about
touching on Mario Galaxy and Project Hail Mary.
Holy Cow,
Jeff,
New
I know
Day,
you've
New
not seen those
Yeah.
yet, but
So-
I will say, they're
What
already
kind of
out,
touch?
but I do want to watch like later tonight the 2 episodes of Dark Maul. I've heard they're like really, really
Oh
good.
yeah,
Well,
they were
how-
great.
you
I
have to
watched them
know.
last night, and I really loved it.
Is okay, good.
Yeah, I
Good.
really enjoyed it. I thought the
Yeah.
animation was spectacular. I mean, the
Yeah.
Lucasfilm animation has always been great in Clone Wars and Rebels and everything, but this is just a whole other level. This is like every year just keeps on getting better, and someone said it's like Pixar quality now.
Yeah,
It's like
Yeah.
it's like Spider-Verse too. I mean, the style of it, the beautiful colors, how vivid it is. You just want to, I don't know how to describe it, but you just want to jump into it. Like you want to
Right,
jump
yeah.
into the picture, right? It
Yeah.
looks so good.
I heard Sam Witwer in an interview recently say that they actually did a very intentional paintbrush effect that gives it
Oh.
more depth.
Cool.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, that I can see how they must have done that. Because I mean, there are some actual paintbrush effects in the backdrops. I was able to tell, like in a lot of the establishing shots where they're showing a building or something. There's definitely like kind of in the corner of the lighting, like there's a lot of neon painting because it's on like I think it's on Coruscant, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's on Coruscant, so a lot of that neon kind of classic look to it, and that paint kind of is visible even from a distance. So I thought the detail in it was just immaculate.
Nice. I think that the main series will take place on a new planet, but it might
Yeah.
start. I've not seen it yet.
Okay. Yeah. I was also very impressed with the sound design. The score was so good.
Good.
And the intensity, like of course the Clone Wars show was so good with its cinematography. I mean, it always felt like it was so dynamic with its camera movements. It didn't feel like a typical show that we would get in other channels, where it was like your cameras were pretty like stable, or they didn't have as much dynamic movement around his characters and action sequences. Whereas this is like it's so fluid, it's moving up and different. And there was this one shot actually where it pans through and goes through the Coruscant and where they're having a chase sequence, and I was like, ooh, this is so
Nice.
cool, the way we're going into like the ship that they're in, and then Maul's like kind of tailing in, and so I won't say anything more, but it's really good. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. How long are the episodes? Like they're like what 30?
They're
30
quite
minutes?
short. Yeah, the first one
Okay.
is about 25 minutes. Second one
Okay.
came in at just 18 or 20 minutes.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I figured it was probably something around that. Yeah, which is
Yeah.
well,
They're
which is
about
more
Clone
than
Wars
20.
length episodes, so your typical kind of under half an hour. I don't really think we'll get anything longer than that, but we are getting 10 episodes, so
Yeah.
that's plenty of time.
And
So
two weekly, which is
Yeah,
really
two a
cool.
week,
The last
2 a week,
two are
which is great,
on May 4th,
definitely.
I think, which is kind of
Yes.
cool. I think that's
Yeah.
cool.
exactly.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Also,
So,
I
yeah,
was gonna
Spider-Man.
Yeah, we can go ahead and talk about
Sorry, I was gonna
Spider-Man.
quickly
Yeah.
say basically we're going to be getting a Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse trailer very soon.
Oh, I'm so excited for
Chris,
that. man.
Chris Miller, and Phil Lord have announced that there will be a trailer coming soon to keep your eyes out. I'm telling you now, they're probably going to drop that on Spider-Man Day in August.
I guarantee.
I don't know.
it'll
Yeah, maybe. I mean, like
also-
Spider-Man Day is literally the day after Brand New Day comes out, so we'll
or
probably get it to
CinemaCon. I
tie
have
in
a
with Brand
feeling
New
it'll
Day.
probably be
Yeah.
CinemaCon
Yeah.
too.
Or even like if it premiered like attached to Brand New Day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
maybe.
what. Yeah, like attached to Brand New Day. I'm pretty sure that's what would happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I know that's kind of what they did with the new Scary Movie trailer. It premiered, like it came out
Right.
on Monday, March 2nd. Or wait, hold on. Monday, March 2nd. But premiered that weekend attached to Scream 7. Because
okay.
obviously like the Ghostface parody, it started showing the trailer right before the movie. And I know Hayden, you said it kind of tripped you up because they were showing Megan dancing, and you thought it was a Megan movie.
I was sitting in the theater, and before Scream 7 started, when I went to go see the movie, and a trailer pops up, and it shows the Hard Eyes Killer, Jason, Michael, and Megan, and I'm like, what movie is this? And then Ghostface shows up, and I'm like, oh, this is Scary Movie 6. That's right. And I was dying in my seat. I was like,
it was hilarious. I love the integration of all the new horror that's come out in like the last year or so. Weapons,
Substance,
Sinners,
Terrifier,
Terrifier, Long Legs. Like it just looks
Long
hilarious.
Legs. Get Out too.
Come on,
Yeah,
Psycho
Get Out.
Killer's got to be in there. I'm joking.
that movie. Oh.
But yeah, no, it's horror's one of the best genres in the this decade in the past like 10 years. Not just good movies, but great movies.
Yeah,
horror is one of the best genres out there right now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Spider-Man.
Oh yes, Spider-Man. Yeah. So I just to start off, I thought it was great. I'm so excited for it. I love the fresh vibe that the trailer gave, and I'm excited to see what Destin Daniel Cretton does with this one, how he puts his own kind of spin into this world, and another spin into the MCU, taking after Shang-Chi, just seeing how well he can do with another superhero.
Absolutely. I mean, like that word "fresh" that you used is exactly what Tom Holland also said, and I was like, that's literally what I wanted to hear, because like after coming off of No Way Home, where Peter's down, he's depressed, he's now completely alone in this world. He needs this fresh start, and we as an audience need this fresh start. Oh yeah, that's cool if we can have it playing alongside.
As long as Sony doesn't strike us.
Yeah.
Right.
We got to be careful about that. No sound, but
right.
Yeah, I mean, like it was definitely. It felt like a fresh start in terms of the Spider-Man movies. Like this definitely doesn't feel the same style as the Home trilogy, right? It does feel like the start of something new, tonally new. The also kind of cinematically. I mean, definitely because we've got Destin Daniel Cretton directing, I can definitely tell the directing style is again so much more dynamic. The camera angles, the way that we follow Spidey swinging back in New York City. What a pleasant sight that was for sore eyes. I mean, we have definitely missed seeing Spider-Man jumping, like just falling off of a skyscraper and just swinging around. I mean, of course it's been compared to Andrew's swinging style because of the way that it's shot. There's a lot of actual shot for shots that look very comparable. So I'm ecstatic to see those. I think that Destin was definitely the right choice to direct it, because I just watched Shang-Chi again like in January, and those action sequences we haven't even seen yet in this trailer, the actual combat scenes, the fight scenes. Those are going to be off the charts, and Tom Holland said the same thing. So
Hayden, if you keep playing the trailer a little bit, which I gotta say, Amazing Fantasy 15 reference, love it.
Yeah,
all these other
that was awesome. All these comic book panel references.
So hold on, keep playing it for just a second.
Yeah.
I want to get to like what I think would be a interesting talking point, and pause it right now.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that there are characters edited out of this?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not Andrew and Toby. I don't think it is.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I don't for one second believe it's Andrew or Toby. I don't think they're in this movie. There's
no. There were rumors about that. There were rumors.
I do think. I mean, Hulk would be very cool. And then as a third character, I'm either going. Punisher jumping off of a building and heading.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really stretching the limits of imagination there.
But I feel more like it could be Daredevil. I don't know.
I could see Daredevil or the third.
I've heard he's not in here, but I mean, you never know. You know what I mean?
The third option that I'm not seeing a lot of people actually speculate about is Shang-Chi. Because Shang-Chi, of course, Destin Daniel Cretton directed it, and we have yet to see Shang-Chi. And Simu Liu's been asked several times about being in this Spider-Man movie, to which he's been pretty coy about. He's kind of like not said much or anything, but I just feel like, what if we see actually Shang-Chi? That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be good, because we've not seen him back.
No, at all.
Yeah, and they've said like as they did like every movie in Phase 4, like every movie and show in Phase 4, they were like, they'll be back, they'll return. And I mean, so much of Phase 4 just still feels like unanswered because it took them up until last year to address Eternals in Brave New World. So I mean, I'm sure
exactly right.
there's still plenty. And I mean, even like looking at this movie, Scorpion, that was Homecoming in Phase 3.
9 years ago,
there is a lot, I'm sure, that this movie could clear up, and I'm just so interested to see.
Okay, this Cocoon part, if you didn't see my trailer reaction, I lost it here. Not because of he was in the cocoon, but because when in this shot exactly, when he's got the organic web. We have not seen organic webbing since Tobey Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Yeah. I was not expecting this at all. So, I get there's a lot of people who are kind of on the side of the web shooters. And I mean, I definitely like the web shooters too. And I think I would have preferred Tom Spidey to have the web shooters because it kind of gives him that problem of, oh no, my web shooters fluid is out, right? But I mean, whatever they're doing here is definitely interesting. I mean, if he gets enhanced powers, that's cool.
I also will say the fight sequences will be a lot more better because I sat as a highlight in Shang-Chi over 5 years ago now, which is scary to think about that film.
That's crazy,
is that the hand-to-hand combat fights were so well choreographed.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. No, exactly. I don't know. And they got Bruce Lee's stunt team to help out with this. Like
really?
That's Bruce Lee's stunt. I think Bruce Lee himself, or sorry, not Bruce Lee. Why am I saying Bruce Lee? Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jackie Chan, not Bruce Lee. Jackie Chan was actually on this set of it. I think I saw a picture of him and Destin together for this, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
So either him or Bruce Lee's stunt team would have been
phenomenal. Either one,
but
right?
I'm sitting here thinking, how did they pull that off?
We can all agree that this is Sadie Sink right here, right?
Yeah, I'm positive that is.
This is Sadie Sink.
Okay. That and the frame of like the character like lifting up her arm, I think that might be her too. Dude Woosta says hello. Hello.
Good to see you, man.
Hi.
Hello.
Do we also think that Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey?
Yep.
Yes.
I honestly, I think she is. I don't know, man. Like,
there was an interview not too long ago with a reporter I forget what outlet it was, but there was a reporter asking her if she'd
Josh
seen
Horowitz, I think.
Who?
I think it was Josh Horowitz. I think that was.
No, it was the one I saw. It was a woman. I'm not sure, but
okay.
The reporter was asking her like, "Hey, have you seen all these fan casts? People want you to play Jean Grey," and she's just sitting there. I mean, like you said about Charlie Cox playing Daredevil, just like kind of coy about, or was it Charlie Cox we were just talking about, or who? That was
Simu Liu.
Simu Liu, yeah, not Charlie Cox. Simu Liu just kind of acting coy. Sadie Sink was acting very coy, asking if she had seen the fan casts, and I mean, to be fair, I think that would be a great casting choice for the MCU. I mean, I know we won't see the MCU's X-Men until after Secret Wars, but just thinking, like trying to think at least that far ahead, I personally don't have a problem with her if they want to cast her as Jean Grey. I think that'd be awesome, and it would be very interesting to see if we see her introduction here.
I agree. Yeah. She's definitely got the acting chops. I mean, like Marvel's definitely watched the Stranger Things episodes that she's like knocked it out of the park in.
Oh yeah,
and her dramaticness, her emotional capabilities, she can easily be Jean Grey for the next 2 decades, right?
I also think
till she's 90.
Till she's 90.
X-Men deal.
Exactly.
It also would lead into the next X-Men movie really well if they want to introduce an X-Men character in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And also
she signed like a 5-picture deal, didn't she? Apparently.
There's a rumor about that. I don't think any official outlets have actually stated that, but there is a rumor. Yeah.
They probably won't be able to say anything until we see her in this movie and we know like who she is.
Now, do we think that they'll actually reveal her in any of the marketing, or are they going to keep that completely?
I hope they don't, but knowing Sony, I wonder if they will.
Yeah, because the next trailer, we will get one of the 2 next big characters. We will either get more like actual footage of Hulk, or we will get Sadie Sink.
Apparently, the main villain from a plot link is Jackal. Apparently.
What? I thought it was gonna be like
And
Tombstone.
here's the
They,
thing. Well,
they
yeah.
were
but
throwing
here's
out.
the
Well, I mean,
thing.
Scorpion's in the trailer. I heard Tombstone. You see him fighting the Hand there at the
Look
end.
at
Yeah, the
this.
hand.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Look at this though.
this is going to be very
Watch
there.
this
I don't
one.
feel like there is going to be one.
You see
villain
Yeah,
that
like
right
what? I
here?
don't know what's
call the
going on
main
here. I
villain.
don't know
There's gonna
who's
be.
doing this.
Well, apparently in the plot leak. Okay, so
I've seen people
apparently,
think that this is Jean Grey.
well, okay, so that's
Oh.
what I thought too.
Yeah, I heard that
But
too.
apparently, Jackal's possessing or something. These people, these guys right here. See how it's like going from person to person?
Yeah.
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 So it's going to be really interesting with apparently Jackal in here, with Tombstone and Scorpion, with Jean Grey and Hulk and Punisher. The one thing that I'm really excited to find out about, the one thing that I'm excited to see and find out in this movie, one of the main reasons I'm mainly excited for it, right, is to find out how all of this ties in together into like a cohesive story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have
Right, yeah.
you have Sadie Sink, you have Punisher, you have Hulk, and
Yeah.
him possibly becoming Man Spider, and all the villains in here and all that type of stuff. Like I'm really excited to see how it all just comes full circle and how
Definitely.
My
the cohesive story is gonna be.
my one concern with all these villains is that I don't want Sony to get overinflated with themselves and pull another Spider-Man 3 thinking, hey, we need to throw
Right.
all these people in here. Because
Yeah.
like it was different with Spider-Man 3 though, because people like know who Venom and Sandman
Yeah.
are just from like, I mean, even like from Spider-Man cartoons. But like if you're throwing in Scorpion, Tombstone, Jackal,
Which a lot of
the
people
Hand,
don't know
like
Tombstone, but
yeah, like a lot of these people that most people have never heard of,
yeah.
like
Like most
gotta
people
be
know
careful.
Scorpion. I feel like more people know of Scorpion than Tombstone, but if you're like the
Right.
diehard Marvel comic fans, like all of us in here and everybody in the chat, like all the diehard Marvel fans know like Tombstone. They know Jackal.
Tombstone,
too,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Tombstone is going to be like the villain love letter for like fans of comics, fans of like
Exactly.
Yeah.
Spider-Man the animated series, things like that.
I will
Yeah.
say,
That's gonna be
like
fan
the villains that we just mentioned are actually the villains that are going to get the most screen time, but we also have villains that are going to be part of what we're assuming will be like a montage at the beginning of the movie. Over the last 4 years, Spider-Man has been battling these different villains, like as we see,
Yeah.
like Boomerang, and I mean, I don't know. There was Boomerang, and then there was who was the other one? There was another one in the shot where he's in that montage at the end of the trailer.
Right.
But anyways, yeah, there's like another person there, and so we'll have those villains and just those quick. I mean, hopefully they won't just be like one shot. We'll actually have like little bits of
Right,
a
yeah.
tiny fight there. But we'll have them plus the other ones. And I'll be honest, I actually am not familiar with who Jackal is. I don't actually know who that is at all.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think also Tombstone will look more like the Spider-Verse version of
$1
Tombstone.
movies so far that have
Right,
used
right.
Mario 2 making loads, Project Hail Mary doing well, and Brand New Daylight. Yeah, we were talking before we went live. Spider-Man will easily make $1 billion. Mario
Yeah.
Galaxy is going to make $1 billion. Project Hail Mary,
Yeah.
I don't know what the box office looks like for them yet, but I would
I
hope
think
it's
right now it's like
great.
400.
400, yeah.
I mean, I know
It's-
it's Amazon's
a
biggest
lot.
movie.
They did say
And then
that
Mario
that
has
film,
like 300, right? Mario, I think.
they said that
Mario's
something
3 is
like that, yeah.
76. I just saw. Yeah.
they said
What'd you
Hail
say,
Mary
Dave?
will end with a theatrical run of $700 million.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm estimating definitely between the 700 to 750. I mean, high end 800
Well, it made,
range, but that's
it
about
made
it.
400. It made $400 million in like 10 days.
Yeah. No, it's phenomenal. It's
It's
phenomenal.
huge.
Yeah. It will definitely. It's still got legs all the way up until like pretty much the end of the month. I think it will have legs.
And
Yeah.
the biggest mistake that the studio is taking away from this is they're like, oh, so we're going to make more sequels. I'm like, that's not what to take away from this movie.
Yeah.
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 It's just an original film has done really, really well, and people just want to see great movies. And also April's turning into one of my favorite months for movies now.
April does look pretty good. I
But
mean,
April,
I'm
March
not,
and April, those 2 months are really become one of my favorite months because it's fantastic films.
yeah, absolutely.
Last year in April we
Hopefully
got
the month is
Sinners,
good.
and this in the last month or two has been some fantastic films. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, hopefully I got my ticket for The Mummy next week,
Oh,
I
nice.
think, and hopefully that's good. I don't have any big expectations for it because I heard during a test screening, I don't know the validity of like this rumor. I don't know how true it is, but apparently during a test screening for this new Mummy film, and y'all seen the trailers, y'all know what it looks like and all that. Apparently James Wan walked out of it. It was that bad. Apparently it's terrible. So
Wow.
James
I hope it's
Wan
good
walked
because-
out of it.
Apparently so. Apparently so. And the thing is, the director of this movie,
Lee Cronin.
Lee Cronin. Yeah, he directed Evil Dead Rise, which that movie was amazing. That movie was so rad, man. It was. I loved it. I loved that one. And
The cheese grater.
yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Hopefully, I don't have any big expectations for it though, but well, I mean, we'll see.
We'll see. But Evil Dead Burn also is coming out this year too, so we have that as well.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Sorry about that.
I'll say back to I have one more thing about Spider-Man, about the man spider element there, that I don't know how far they're gonna lean into that, because I mean I came across a video that's saying that there's another kind of storyline where he does the cocoon kind of process, he does get the enhanced powers, but he doesn't completely transform into a fully Spider-Man the animated series style man spider, because that's quite out there, right?
Yeah.
And then
I'll say this. Do y'all know Cosmic Wonder, right? Warren Cosmic Wonder. He does like Marvel news and stuff. So one of his videos where he was going over the plot leak with the Jackal, like about a week and a half ago. And in his video, he said that someone, like, I might be wrong, I might be getting this wrong, but someone reached out to him and told him that Man Spider is not a part of this movie. So and I trust. I haven't met the Cosmic Wonder, but I've been watching his videos for years, and he seems like a good dude, and he seems like he has good sources. You know what I mean? And he, I guess, was told that Man Spider is not a part of this movie, and I mean, it would be cool. It would be cool, but that scene in the trailer where Peter's eyes are black.
Yes.
You know, when that showed up in the trailer, when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, maybe that is Man Spider.
Yeah.
Maybe he's turning into Man Spider. But if that's not a part of the movie, if that's not in the movie at all, maybe it is him getting possessed somehow. I don't know, but it's really, really interesting, man. It's really interesting to try to figure out, you know.
Yeah.
The most enjoyable thing about that trailer, and I think I can speak for so many people, is seeing him broke, depressed, and totally backed into a corner. I've been saying this since 2017, and I've had an issue with the last 3 Spider-Man films, so that he's always had the
mentor figure.
Yeah, he's had a mentor. He's had basically having someone always coming and having to save him. He's never been having to do things on his own. And that's my one issue that the Tobey films did really well, is we saw him have his own apartment. We saw him fall flat on his face. That's why Spider-Man 2 is such a great movie, because he's having relationship issues.
Yeah.
His aunt is losing her house. He's not doing well in school. Everything is failing. And that's when we love him the most. So when he's broken, depressed is the best version of Peter. So when I saw all those things finally come to fruition, it was very exciting to see. Finally.
And what kind of seems similar to Spider-Man 2 is that this feels like it's the opposite of it. Like where Peter in Spider-Man 2 was losing his powers, in Brand New Day, he is gaining new abilities and new powers. And he's having to grapple with that, along with all the other issues that he deals as Peter, that you mentioned, which is very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely. Jeff, any thoughts on Spider-Man?
Yeah, I got a ton. Sorry, I'm trying to get into the
the
groove
man.
here.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
So I think that it's really interesting, the connection that you mentioned about Spider-Man 2, because this is fresh, is what you said at the beginning, Joseph, and fresh is what it is. But also, I think that there is a really helpful familiarity to seeing Peter Parker in such a state like this, especially from fans of Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
and I was just looking at I started rewatching Spider-Man the animated series. It's been well over 11 years, and I was taking a look at some of the episodes in, I think it's season 2 or 3, where there's a whole long 4 or 5 episode arc where it's Punisher. That's where Punisher is introduced into the show, and Spider-Man is going through the Man Spider transformation, and Punisher's involved in those episodes. And I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. How similar those are.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what John Bernthal's role is going to be in this movie. We don't know how much screen time he's going to get. But the fact that and those two storylines are going to be together, I'm excited. And just seeing Punisher and Spider-Man together on screen, that's so cool.
We get to see Punisher and Toby in the Odyssey as well.
Oh,
True.
Yeah, you mean Tom? Yeah.
2 films together. But no, I definitely think Spider-Man is going to be fantastic. I love like we spoke about earlier, the swinging sequences were heavily missing from the Watts films.
Yeah,
and I'm glad to see that they're finally back. And yet we'll definitely see how things go along with the relationship with him and MJ and trying to get them to remember. There's some fantastic shots. There's a shot I think of him unmasked, and you can see a reflection in his eye.
Yeah, I like that shot. I like that shot. One of the scenes where he's swinging, swinging down, that reminded me of The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And y'all know, I love that movie. Y'all know I am a lover of The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and that scene just felt very reminiscent. And like the way it was shot and just like the color grading, and I was like, oh, that reminded me of TASM 2, and I love
absolutely.
So,
and the way he stops the army truck or what was it, the tank. Right, that was also similar to how he was stopping like the Rhino's truck in that chase sequence too.
In a way,
and also the way he was running on top of the building and did that vault, and then just was blind. I'm like, that's straight out of the PS games. I'm like, that's awesome. We do that all the time in the games. So I love that they're incorporating a lot of elements from the games, the previous movies, the comics. Right, feels like a great combination. I'll also say about the MJ element, I mean, I was on the side of like, let's not bring these characters back. Let's start with new characters. However, I do like what they're doing in the storyline, but I do want to start introducing more secondary characters too. I want to see Felicia Hardy. I want to see Betty Brant. Well, we already have Betty Brant. I want to see Felicia Hardy. I want to see a Gwen Stacy. Like, at least let's get some other characters. I mean, Harry Osborn, ideally, at some point. So I would like to start seeing new characters, and I don't want this to just be Ned and MJ again. As good as those characters are.
So I was just going to add to your comment. I was just going to say Felicia's been heavily missing. Like a lot of other female characters in the MC and especially the Spider-Man universe has been surprisingly like absent, and I don't know why.
I feel like they're heavily relying on Zendaya's star power, and it's good. But I mean, there's other Spider-Man characters in the Spider-Man mythos that we need to see. So
it's going to be very hard to market other women when Spider-Man is now literally married to MJ.
Yes, it's
going to be very hard get to like sell someone as like a Gwen Stacy or Felicia. And I will say for this. I know I was talking a little bit in the beginning about like oversaturation of like actors. We were talking about like Jenna Ortega being cast in Gremlins 3.
Right.
Again, not dissing her at all because I think she's great. But like one person that is completely getting oversaturated, at least in my eyes, is McKenna Grace. I think she's great. But I mean, in the last 6 months, I've seen her in Scream. She's going to be in the Hunger Games. She's going to be the new live-action Daphne and Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
she was also in Scream.
The what?
She was also in Scream this year.
Scream, Scream 7.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2 as well.
Again, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Like, again, it's not, like, I think she's great. I really do. But it's like, at the same time, you're just thinking, like, there are other people, right?
Definitely.
So I mean, like thinking about her star power, it wouldn't surprise me if like she got cast as like a Gwen Stacy. I don't think she'll play Felicia Hardy at any point, but like if
she's too young for that.
Produce Gwen Stacy,
my
money's on McKenna Grace.
With Mason Thames, right? That Regretting You or something like that. She was in that too.
I heard that was not good. I heard that movie was not good, and I'm getting like clips of it in my For You page on Instagram, and I'm just like, this does not look good. And
I wanted to say real quick though, so for the Spider-Man Brand New Day for the trailer, that scene where it looks like people are getting possessed, right? Where that lady's in like that tank or whatever.
Yeah.
There's y'all know about the voiceover.
Right.
The voice of whoever that is, people are saying that's Keith David. Y'all know Keith David,
Because
right?
it is David, I think.
So who is he? Like, I don't know, man.
Okay.
It's
Oh, I
Did he
thought
play
the guy.
someone in
I thought the
Did
guy
he
who
play
was doing
someone
the
in this video
voiceover.
game?
That's
Or
Keith
am I
Davis'
thinking of
voice,
someone else?
100%.
What is it?
I said 1,000%. I've heard Keith Davis' voice since I was like a child. That has to be like 98%. That's Keith Davis' voice.
I thought it might have been Jeffrey Wright from Westworld.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I totally
okay.
thought the guy narrating was Tombstone.
I thought
Was
it
that-
was Keith David.
It could be. It could have been. I
Who's
thought it was
playing
Tremel. I
Tombstone?
thought it was Tremel too.
Tombstone.
I forgot his name, but here's
I
Keith David
forget
right here.
who's
It could
playing
be him.
Tombstone. But yeah, I know who Keith David is.
Yeah.
But
Tombstone,
Yeah.
I know, is the same actor as he was in the Spider-Verse movies.
right, yeah,
That's cool.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, but I thought that the voiceover
mhm.
guy was Tombstone because it sounds like Tombstone as the character, like how he sounds. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Marvin Jones III.
Marvin Jones.
Okay.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Tombstone was a very there was a picture actually I think from Spectacular Spider-Man. That show, he was so prominent in that show, and I think like having Tombstone in there, I mean, while we don't have Wilson Fisk Kingpin there, at least Tombstone will kind of feel like the kind of crime syndicate kind of boss to New York, so that will be cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the fact that, again, I'm very excited to see how Born Again season 2 right now is going to be tying into Brand New Day with the whole anti-vigilante
Me too.
task force and
Yeah.
the way that Fisk again is right. I mean, he won't be mayor in Brand New Day. They kind of spoiled that already, but I mean, it's just interesting to know that, you know, the storylines now are finally going to be all, you know, synchronized. Like, it's not going to be Spider-Man's doing his own thing and New York City is like not attached to what's going on in the Defenders universe, because the Defenders universe is now part of the MCU completely. So that's very
Yeah.
exciting, and I'm so
Someone's about to
excited.
get sued, dude, for
I'm
taking
so
these
excited.
photos.
Luke Cage and Iron Fist are coming back next season. I'm so happy about that.
Like,
I hope
I
it's
was
great.
like, oh man, like, because Joseph, I remember you told us that you met Mike Coulter, Luke Cage,
yeah,
at one
yeah.
of your cons. And I remember
Right.
you told us, Joseph, that he said he's been in talks.
He told me at the time, this was in December,
Uh-huh.
he told me at the time that like nothing was official, but that Marvel had approached him and had asked
Yeah.
him about
Awesome.
returning.
Awesome,
So,
awesome.
Definitely
Yeah.
exciting
Well,
to see that
remember-
news kind of come to fruition that yes, the Defenders are back.
Yes.
That's insane.
Well, remember Dolph
That's so
Lundgren? You
exciting.
said Dolph Lundgren told you he's been in talks too for Punisher.
Yeah, Dolph Lundgren
coming back.
might be back for Doomsday or Secret Wars. He told me that Marvel had talked with him a little bit too.
Yeah, because remember my
definitely-
source a while back sent me some gifs of different people they're talking to, and Dolph Lundgren's Punisher was one of them. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute, we might have something here, man.
Yeah.
I was like,
And
that's,
we'll also see. I know
interesting.
we were talking a little bit earlier about like exactly like what Punisher's role is going to be. We
Yes.
have Punisher: One Last Kill coming out in May at the end of
Yeah.
Born Again, which will kind
Yeah.
of further tie in what his role is going to be as not only we go into Brand New Day, but like as Phase 6 is
Yeah.
about to come
Yeah.
to an end.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
I love that Kevin Feige has really like brought forward the heroes of 10 years ago are now the forefront of the MCU once again. Like the Defenders are being put full front and center, and the Defenders are now like the street level heroes are really taking the charge in the TV realm and the movie realm. So I'm loving that, because I think after the
Yeah.
multiverse saga ends, we'll probably I want to see these street level heroes get the main focus along with the X-Men, who are pretty much street level anyways. So like that would be very cool to see, like all in the same New York City, you know, all these heroes being able to, like, I kind of thought of it like Lego Marvel Superheroes too, where it's like, you know, you can have Iron Man coming and doing a mission with Wolverine at X Mansion, or you can have,
Yeah,
you know, all these different Daredevil's going to be seeing, you know, Mr. Fantastic, because the Baxter Building is there in New York City now. It's like we're going to have one
Right.
cohesive Marvel New York City, and that's just so exciting to think of.
Definitely.
Yeah.
As much as I don't want another Iron Man, but I know it's probably going to happen. I'm just saying, like, the idea of having
Yeah.
these characters all being able to coexist together is exciting.
Yeah.
And the coexisting is really interesting. Like, for example, Bruce Banner kind of standing in the gap where normally wouldn't it be Doc Connors that advises
Yes.
on
Yeah.
mutations?
Yes, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Like, are we gonna get a Doc Connors in this universe?
I was also gonna.
that'd be
There's
interesting.
some casting they've been trying to do for a while, and I found this out recently that Keanu Reeves they've been trying to bring into the MCU, and they just don't know how to bring him in here. Allegedly, was supposed to be in Captain Marvel, but he had scheduling problems. He was supposed to play the role that Jude Law had.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to bring him in. They don't know how. He's been talking to Marvel apparently for the past like 5-6 years. And he's been having multiple phone calls with Kevin Feige, and they're trying to find a way to bring him into the world.
Interesting.
Another thing is we're supposed to allegedly be getting an Endgame trailer soon. I think it'll be at CinemaCon, but Disney said it today that they were going to announce some big trailer, but it never happened.
Yeah, it was Devil Wears Prada too.
Middle of the season Daredevil Born Again season 2 trailer. Those are the 2 Disney trailers I'm guessing today, and I'm like,
yeah.
I was like, what?
They will probably wait for CinemaCon to do something Doomsday related because
Yes.
I know we just passed the 1-year anniversary of the chair.
Yeah.
cast reveal,
Oh, God.
So I'm wondering if
The
they're
5-hour chair announcement.
Yeah, that was fun. But
That
one
That
more
could've
movie.
been done
in a
We're
tweet.
trying to gain some weight.
That entire chair announcement could have been done in a freaking tweet.
Yeah.
I don't know why we did a 5-hour
Awesome.
announcement. That was so long.
Good deal.
Should we get to Supergirl now?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want
My wife.
Yes.
My wife.
I was very confused for a second. I'm like, wait, Joseph, you got married?
No, yeah. Well,
My wife.
in my
I was thinking
dreams, yeah.
Borat more of that, but yeah.
Yeah. I should have done the Borat, but let's see. My
I'm
wife.
now officially back
My
on the DC hype train. I am officially back on the DC hype train. I am. I'm really. I was gone for a while. I'm not gonna lie, but I am now officially back on the hype train. I am.
This new trailer, I think, put the hype back into me. Like
It
it's
took
not
a little bit to grow on me. It took a little while to grow on me,
Mhm.
but continue what you were saying.
Yeah.
Jason. Finish what you were saying.
I was saying like I am. I mean, I was always on the hype train, but like I've said before, like not on the level that I was Superman last summer. Because like Superman, I was like, like this movie needs to do so much to grow this universe, like to be successful and like make sure that this universe is going to be successful. And the fact that they pulled it off, I'm very happy for. Superman was my favorite movie last year, and I don't really feel that much like. As weird as it sounds, like I don't feel that much like stress or anxiety or like this overwhelming excitement I do for Supergirl because I know it's already going to be great. But this last trailer, I was like, they've got something. Craig Gillespie's cooking.
Craig Gillespie's a great director.
He's good money.
Because y'all were. Oh wow. Well, Superman. Well, what is it?
Sorry, I was going to ask all of you. Do we all think that Crypto's going to be dead at the end of that movie?
I hope not. They better not.
I
have not finished reading the comic yet. This is Tom King's run on Woman of Tomorrow. I haven't finished reading it yet, but I'm going to. It's really good. If y'all haven't read it, dude,
they will lose. They will lose so much of an audience if they kill the dog.
Yep.
Does it
happen in the story though?
What is it?
Does it happen in the Woman of Tomorrow storyline?
I've not read it yet.
I won't say
no spoilers.
I won't say anything.
But from not having read the story yet, I'm just like basing it off the trailer. If they kill the dog, they're going to lose a big audience. Ronaldo or Messi, y'all.
I don't watch soccer.
I don't do much soccer, but I know who Messi is, so I'll go him.
Yeah, sure. Me too.
Spurs or Golden State? Spurs.
Okay.
Just kidding.
I mean, they can always.
I'll go with Messi.
They could always pull from the tried and true playbook of just throw the dog into the sun and it'll be fine.
Just saying, there have been films where they killed the dog and it worked. John Wick is a great opinion on that.
That is true.
Yes.
So
James Gunn, I don't think he will. I know he's not directing it, but I don't think James Gunn will.
There's too much. I feel like so if they hadn't put a time constraint on the movie, because I know Ruthie says you've got 3 days to give him the anecdote or he's going to die. Did you guys see Stand By Me when it was okay? I wish I could have, but
Never seen this on my
my
list. Though.
theater, my local theaters did not get it. There was a theater
Oh no!
about 45 minutes away
Jordan.
that got
Jordan.
it, but it was
Jordan.
when I was in Lexington at the convention, and then of course I have extended hours now because it's tax season, and my
Gotcha.
job requires me to work long hours. So a mix of the con and a mix of my work hours prevented me from going 45 minutes away to see it.
Oh, okay.
Very bummed about that, but I'm optimistic. I mean, it's a treasured movie. I know it'll be back in a re-release.
Yeah,
sooner rather
we
than-
had one theater playing it about 25 minutes away from me, but I didn't get around to being able to see it. But I feel bad for you because I know it's one of your favorites.
It's probably my 4th favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Mm.
But now I know another re-release that I don't think we're getting is a Fight Club next.
Oh,
next
okay.
Ah, okay,
no,
yeah.
2 weeks from now.
I
April
watched
22nd
Fight Club
is
last
Fight Club.
night.
Ooh, oh, was it like your first time, or have you seen it before, Jeff?
It was my first time in probably 10 years.
Oh,
Wow,
okay.
okay.
So you know how it transpires then.
Yeah, well, I was able to watch it as an adult this time and really
Right.
comprehend.
So my brother and I, we were having a debate last night about what between like the movies we've seen, what we think is the best twist. My brother, Fight Club's my brother's favorite movie, so of course he was going to say Fight Club. But I think the best twist, at least for me, the most like shock value twist is Sixth Sense. So we were arguing, going back and forth, like Sixth Sense or Fight Club. I mean, I'll kind of open this up while we're waiting on the Supergirl trailer to get like loaded up. But Fight Club or
Ooh,
Sixth
can you not
Sense
see it?
has the best twist.
I have not
see
seen either.
Oh man!
Oh wait, can y'all not see my I have the Supergirl trailer.
No. I can see it. I just thought like I'd go off a little segue there, and even
Oh,
to the
gotcha,
audience
okay.
too. Audience, Sixth Sense or Fight Club? What has the better twist?
I'm saying Fight Club.
I gotta
I've
go with
actually
Fight Club.
never.
Okay.
I haven't seen all of both either. I haven't seen all of both.
I mean,
either.
I
Because
won't be offended for those that say Fight Club because Fight Club's twist is genius.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Those are
David
two
Fincher,
movies
it's
that I
freaking
fully
genius.
need to watch.
I will say I'm a Fincher fan to the day I
Well,
die.
well,
Like that guy can
Okay,
do no
yeah.
wrong. Fincher is a phenomenal filmmaker, and I loved watching that film with people who've never seen it and watching it through their eyes to see their kind
Right.
of jaw drop. Because I've talked to people recently and asked them, there's a film that you love wholeheartedly. What is a film that you would love to watch for the first time over again that you've seen a million times over if you could experience for the first time again? That's definitely one of those movies. Same with The Usual Suspects. The Usual Suspects has one of the greatest twists too
It's Goodfellas
from
for
the same
me.
decade.
Goodfellas. Yeah,
Goodfellas
I was
is
about to say, I
great.
know Goodfellas
Yeah.
is Jeff's one. Jeff, is it your favorite movie or one of your favorites?
I think that Star Wars will always have to hold like a really high spot, but
Right.
greatest standalone movie, in my opinion, is Goodfellas.
Hey,
I love that because I have
let's
assigned-
let's not spam, bud. Let's not spam.
Marvel
all
or
right?
DC? Marvel or DC? Oh,
Let's not spam. All right.
both.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
We
both.
can love both.
I like
love
both. I like both. I'm definitely more of a Marvel fan in terms of
What Raza
the
said. I agree.
shows and such. But I mean, I definitely love DC as well, and I want both to succeed.
Dark Horse.
Definitely.
I will say this for DC and Marvel, I think Marvel has better heroes, DC has better villains.
Ooh.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
And also, I was going to say, Jeff, quickly, I actually have behind my head a signed Robert De Niro Taxi Driver poster. I also got a signed Scorsese print and a signed Al Pacino print. I just need Pesci, and I got the entire cast of Irishman.
Oh, that's
That's insane.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
I also got to
insane.
see Robert De Niro at the Joker premiere 7 years ago in Toronto.
That's
Oh
cool.
wow. I
My
hear that
favorite-
movie
he's-
really blew his mind.
Yeah, he's my De Niro's my favorite actor. And Scorsese's
Wow.
my favorite director. So
Ooh.
Jeff coming in hot with that joke.
Yep.
So, okay, so this is kind of a weird thing, but my mom does not like Robert De Niro. So whenever whenever I showed her Joker and that happened, I mean, like, I'm not gonna say she was happy,
Okay.
But-
Yeah.
but
That's
she was
pretty rough.
definitely like,
yeah, that's a bit much.
no,
Showing
it was weird.
showing a
Because it's
parent
not like he has a
something-
comedic death. It's like that's the
No.
most
It's pretty brutal,
violent,
Right,
gruesome.
yeah, but it's, I mean, no, I mean, I'm even shocked that I showed my mom that and she enjoyed the movie. That it
Right,
was just,
right.
I will
But-
still die on this hill that Joker is a blatant ripoff of Taxi Driver and The King of Comedy, and ironically,
Yeah.
all three of those movies have Robert De Niro.
Right.
And no, without Joker is just Taxi Driver with clown makeup.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
the same movie. I prefer Taxi Driver personally, but again, no, Goodfellas. By the way, Jeff, is a phenomenal top movie. You can never go wrong with that pick. That film, I've always said there are so many movies that get better with each viewing, and when you watch Goodfellas and so many other films, it just gets better and better the more you watch it.
Right. It's also one of those movies that you have to appreciate at different levels.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
As a kid, I was like, oh yeah, I want to be that guy.
Yeah.
As an adult, I was like, oh yeah, I could have been that guy.
Yeah. No, it's that's why I've always said when people say that Scorsese glorifies criminals, I'm like, did you watch Goodfellas? Did you watch Casino? It doesn't end well for them.
No, nothing good ever happens.
Nothing good ever
Yeah.
happens. But yeah, his blue collar crime movies. But people who say Scorsese only does crime films has never watched his movies because he's done so many other films. But no,
Right.
Goodfellas is definitely a film. When he dies, that will be the film that they put in his
Yeah.
and his yeah.
Now
No,
the oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, Goodfellas is amazing. That film should have won Best Picture over The Departed.
Yes. Now,
Yeah.
so with the thing Joseph said about showing his mom Joker, have you ever just gotten that really weird dissonance when you show a parent something that they would have never shown you as a kid, and then they react like an adult?
Yeah. It's,
Like I showed my mother the entirety of Game of Thrones, and
Ooh,
I learned things about good old
Yeah.
mom.
yeah.
I watched her cheer for the death of a child.
Yeah.
oh man.
Well, the thing is
It's-
that first season of Game of Thrones, I've watched the entire show, and those first two seasons are pretty graphic with the sexual content.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. And then from season 3 to 8, they kind of tone it down because they got a lot of flack for how high that content was. But the
Yeah.
violence is still brutal throughout the entire show. But it's definitely a show that's very eye opening if you watch it with a parent. I watched Wolf of Wall Street with my mom in theaters by
Wow.
total
Oh, man.
accident because we thought that film was rated R for the language, and it's it's not like you haven't heard that
Ooh,
before.
you guys got a rude awakening, didn't you?
We saw that film, and I was sitting there, and I'm like, of course it's 3 hours, and so then if I watched this with my friends, I could have laughed it off, but
Yeah.
I was like, after that experience, I'm like, I am going to vet everything I watch before I watch it with you
Right.
forever now.
I do feel that just it's a weird feeling whenever you're watching something like that. Like I can't even imagine showing Wolf of Wall Street to my mom. Like I think
no, I would
tried
not be
showing
watching.
her. I think I tried showing her a TV edit. Like they had played it on Comedy Central or something, and I recorded it. And even
Yeah.
the TV edit is pretty bad. But now, I will say, I saw Oppenheimer with my parents. It's like part of
Yeah.
Barbenheimer. I saw Oppenheimer with my parents, and then Barbie with my cousins, because my parents didn't want to see Barbie, but they did want to see Oppenheimer. And the scenes with Cillian Murphy and Florence Pugh in Oppenheimer, I'm just sitting there in between both of my parents, and I'm like, this is not happening.
Don't worry. I said after Wolf of Wall Street, I'm not even kidding you. I walked out and I said, "Thank you for the education on sex ed. We're never going to talk about that ever again." And
Well, here's the best part of it for my story. And my story for Oppenheimer, because we had our IMAX 70mm print malfunction. Well, not the print malfunction, but the sound was malfunctioning. If you all know my infamous story, that's what I'm referring to. That so we had. I think that scene appears within maybe minute 17, 18 mark or something like that. So the movie was still running. Everyone is still sitting there whilst we're waiting for the manager to tell us what's going on. And then that scene comes on and the sound is delayed. And so that scene is being projected in glorious IMAX 70mm, and no one is expecting it because no one's really paying attention to the movie anyways, because the
Right.
sound isn't working. But once that scene comes on, all eyes dart to the screen and the sound is delayed, and everyone's just got this very uncomfortable feeling around the theater and Oh, okay. What do we do now? It's like, don't watch.
did
Do we
we-
watch?
Did we
It's
lose?
like-
Oh, there he is.
I'm here.
that
Okay.
scene was. I knew it was coming, but yeah, that was an interesting experience that first time around.
Yeah, but no, I won't go without saying though that Wolf of Wall Street is.
Oh, I've lost the sound. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to exit and come back. I can't hear you. I'll come back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
All right. I'll wait to say what I was gonna say. Can the rest of you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, yeah.
Jeff,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, I had to come back in. I was getting some latency.
Gotcha.
Okay, gotcha.
Gotcha.
But no, I'll kind of I'll wait for Raza to get back in here. But like Wolf of Wall Street, it's interesting because or can you hear me, Raza?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't want to end the conversation without saying Wolf of Wall Street is. I'm not going to say it's one of my favorite movies, but it is. It is one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. Not because of like all the content in it, but just because it's just such a
Wild.
interesting character that Leonardo DiCaprio adapts. Well, not even a character, like it's a real life person. Jordan
The
Belfort.
scary part is, Joseph, is that all of that happened.
Yeah.
I
Right,
know.
right.
I know. That's what's very scary about it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. It captured me in a way that I don't think a lot of movies do. Like at least the first time I watched it. But
It's been about 2 years now since I watched it for my first time, and I loved it. I mean, I was so engrossed in it, and I'm like, I have to watch that again so soon because it was so entertaining. I mean, again, it's very interesting as a true story. All of it happened. The performances are spectacular, and I was so. John Bernthal's in that too. He's so good in that movie. He's so good. Yeah, John Bernthal, Margot Robbie, that was her standout debut performance, and I thought to be, I think she was 22 years old, and to be in a Martin Scorsese movie opposite Leo DiCaprio, that's phenomenal. So
Also,
I mean, all around.
I will add that Scorsese's films have the best pacing I've seen in any movies ever because he has some long films and they just fly by, and that's a testament to the editor by Thelma Schoonmaker. They can Kills of the Flower Moon and Irishman are both 3.5 hours long, and they feel like they're an hour and a half. There have been films I've watched that are an hour and a half long that feel like 7 hours, and I've seen 3-hour films that feel like they're like 90 minutes long.
Yeah, I like Killers of the Flower Moon a lot more than Irishman. Irishman actually did feel quite long for me, but I did like it. Yeah, I like both.
Irishman is a fantastic film. I think that's like if Scorsese was to end his career on the gangster genre with that film, it's perfect because it shows the life of a gangster. It's a perfect swan song movie, and Killers of the Flower Moon is fantastic, but no, Scorsese actually he's filming a movie right now with Jennifer Lawrence and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes.
And he might be filming a second film in December called Midnight Vendetta with Leonardo DiCaprio and potentially Robert De Niro. We'll see, but I think that he's filming a lot more films back to back now because he knows that time is of the essence. He is 83 years old and he doesn't have as much time as he thought he does. Yeah. So I think we'll get 2 or 3 more movies.
That's such a sad revelation when you think of it. It's like so doing something you love and you're limited to it just due to the natural life cycle. It's like that's just sad.
How old is Spielberg? I know we got
he turns 80 this year.
He's only
is he 80 now? Yeah, he's 80. Yeah,
he turns 80 this year. Yeah, because Disclosure Day will come up before his 80th birthday.
Okay,
but this will be his first Alien film since War of the Worlds.
Yeah, in 21 years. Yeah,
it's been a very long time. And I said to someone, the Oscars for Best Score will be a bloodbath because you're going to have Ludwig Göransson for Odyssey, you're going to have John Williams for Disclosure Day, and then you're going to have Hans Zimmer for Dune.
Yeah. Hopefully Hans gets nominated because he wasn't nominated for Part 2. So, yeah, hopefully.
Well, because he reused music from Part 1, which made not qualify, which is so stupid.
Yeah.
So anyway, Supergirl. I know we have the trailer.
Let's finish up on Supergirl. Yeah.
So, getting back to what we were saying about the dog. So, I feel like to kind of like make it John Wick-esque, if they had not put a time interval on it, that they may have killed Crypto, because I know Ruthie says in this new trailer he's got 3 days before he dies. You need to get him the anecdote from Krim's shot within 3 days. I feel like putting a time constraint on the movie is going to make it that more of the mission to get him saved, I feel like that will allow like,
And I
and
love
it
this
feels like
shot
it'll
right
be
here,
one of
dude.
those movies where it's like, oh, they're going to get it to him right in the nick of time. Like it's going to be
Yeah.
like 2 days, 23 hours and 59 minutes, and then they're going to get him the shot, and he just like is hanging on to life by his little
Yeah.
doggy claws.
I love
Right,
this
right.
shot right here, dude. It's beautiful shot. Like,
Yeah.
I
See,
don't know,
I
there's
feel
something
like
about
if
it.
they had not put a time interval on Crypto's ailment, that then they might have killed him. But like
Yeah.
I'm going into the movie open minded, and like I said, I still got to read the graphic novel. I'm
Yeah.
hoping they don't do it, but at the same time, that will fill Supergirl with more of that John Wick rage, where it's like, you kill my dog, I'm going to kill you.
Maybe
Right.
not.
Yeah.
Maybe
Can we
not as
just- can we
brutal,
talk
but yeah.
about
Yeah,
Yeah.
not as brutal as John Wick, but because you got to
Yeah.
keep it
Can we talk
somewhat
about how
kid-friendly, but-
emotional this trailer was? Like, dude, like the
This
music.
trailer had
and
some emotional
it's
beats, like
emotional.
that
And I
shot
was-
of Krim,
yeah.
the shot
Yeah.
of Krim looking at her at the end and saying, "You're so beautiful when you're crying, when you've got tears in your eyes."
Yeah.
That is like that is
Right.
just that's
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, but y'all keep talking real quick. I'm gonna use the
Okay,
restroom.
sure.
Real quick.
Yeah, I thought.
Hey, Hayden, can really quickly before you go,
Yeah.
would you want to maybe like play the trailer so that way we kind of have it like in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
background?
Let's see.
Just like kind of keep things somewhat moving, if that makes sense.
like that.
Thanks. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
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 I'll do that. I got
I thought that scene that you were just talking about, Joseph, I thought that was really powerful because I've been wanting to see. I mean, we've seen Millie's like kind of comedic, sarcastic bits in the first trailer, but I really wanted to see the depth and emotion of what Kara was going to go through, and because I don't know really anything about Supergirl, like in terms
Well, I
of
mean,
this story.
you kind of see snippets of it here. I mean, Krypton.
Yeah.
She's
Krypton-
not like Superman where she got out in enough time. Like she saw everyone she loved die.
And she was old enough to see that and to have that
Right.
impact on her.
And-
She wasn't a
and-
baby.
And that's a weird dynamic between her and Clark because Clark
Yeah.
is younger than her, but because
Right.
of the way that he aged, like she's now, or wait, hold on. She was originally older than him.
Yeah.
But because of how he aged, he is now older than her, and it puts this like
In
weird.
human years. Yeah, in human years.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it definitely puts a weird dynamic on their relationship where it's like I was supposed to take care of you,
Right.
Like,
Yeah, she's actually his older cousin. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but I love the dynamic, just all the dynamics in this trailer. I like that we got to see a little bit more of Ruthie's character and her kind of give that parallel of like, yeah, Krim of the Yellow Hills, he killed everyone I loved. And then
Right. I
Tyler
love
can
this
say,
scene right
"Oh,
here.
that's interesting. I saw everyone I love die too."
I love
Yeah.
this. Just knowing that she's trashing them, she's throwing them all around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
And
so excited to see
Lobo.
that.
And then Lobo, that's the best shot of
Lobo,
we've
yeah,
had in all
man,
of
he
Marvel
looks like
so
a
far.
beast. Look at his arms.
That is the role that Jason
I did
Momoa
not
was
expect
for.
Lobo to be a protagonist in here at all.
Well, I mean, that kind of goes back with like oversaturating your villains because we had
Right.
we knew we had Lobo and Krim in this movie, and it's like which one is going to be the villain? We see
Yeah.
clearly here
Which I'm cool with him being. a
Krim
good
feels
one.
like more of the villain than Lobo does.
Yeah, which it's gonna be pretty cool because if Lobo is gonna be a protagonist in here, maybe down the line when we get a Justice League film, he'll like be a part of like that type of stuff. You know what I mean? That
Maybe,
would be cool.
yeah.
I'm
But
down
no,
for
this
that.
this entire sequence, just him saying like you
Yeah.
look so beautiful when you cry, and then
Yeah.
of course the flashback to
Oh,
Crypto. But
cute
then
Crypto,
my
cute
favorite
baby
part
Crypto.
right here, Heat Vision,
Dude, she
baby.
was bad. Oh,
Mm.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
love the
And
slow-mo.
she's, and I mean, just because of her character, we know that she's not like Clark. She's not gonna like spare people. Like you make her
Right.
mad, she's going to kill you.
Right,
So
right.
Yeah.
it's definitely interesting to see how already like with these like we've not even gotten the movie yet, but we've seen Superman, just how polar opposite that they are. Like I've
Yeah.
seen people be like, "Oh, this is gonna be just like it's Superman, but a woman." No,
Yeah.
it's not the same
Right.
character.
It's giving
Right,
like
right.
Guardians of the Galaxy vibes, by the way, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard that too. It's
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy esque, and I don't have
Yeah.
a problem with that. I mean, obviously with James Gunn running the studio, I felt like there would be elements in there
Yeah.
Yeah.
that felt like
It's
Guardians of the
really
Galaxy.
up until we get to other projects like obviously Batman, Green Lantern, where I want to see a different flavor and it doesn't feel like Guardians. I mean, hey,
Right,
Man of
right.
Tomorrow itself, Man of Tomorrow is supposed to be very different from what Superman was like.
Man of Tomorrow is going to
So
be much darker than what Superman
yeah,
is.
start
so I'm
Because
very
it's going to
happy
be more
about
of an
that.
exploration into. I know it's going to be a Superman and Lex team up because they've got
And John
Brainiac in the
Stewart's
fold
in
Yeah.
it
now.
too. John
But
Stewart, man.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely the more I see from the DCU expanding, the more invested I am. And
Yeah.
like I know who I forget the name of the person, but whoever was spamming earlier, Marvel or DC. I mean, right now, like I said, I love both, but at the
Yeah.
moment, I feel like I'm more DC than I am Marvel, just because
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
universe feels so much fresher than the Snyderverse. And I'll
Oh,
die
for
on
sure.
that hill. The Snyderverse, like I didn't have a problem with the Snyderverse
Me
because
neither.
those are fine films, but like the problem is they don't they're not faithful to the source
Comic.
material. Like
Yeah.
Superman
Right, right.
is like never and Superman I don't feel like I like Henry Cavill as Superman. I think he's fine for
Yeah.
Snyder's tone, but that is not like the tried and true Superman that you see in like All Star or the animated series. Like we needed
Yeah.
a much lighter Superman, and that works well. I feel like with audiences that would prefer that you can either have a lighter audience or a darker audience. We now have people can be thankful that we now have Supermen that exemplify either trait, and you can just pick whatever court you want to go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry
Sure.
for that horribly long breath, but I'll let you guys talk now.
I will also add that Man of Tomorrow starts filming next week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Does it? Oh,
It,
cool.
it starts
Yes.
filming. Hold on. I think it's
so.
on the 17th. It starts filming that, and they started shooting in Atlanta, because they were waiting
Yeah.
for Nicholas Hoult to be available because he just shot in Greece for 3 months for Cry to Heaven, and then he also finished How to Rob a Bank, and now he's filming Man of Tomorrow. And
yeah.
this will be his third time playing Lex because he played him in
Right.
Uh-huh.
Peacemaker, and he also played him in Superman, and now he's playing him in Man of Tomorrow. So this will be his third time
Yeah.
playing Lex.
Yeah.
I just
I
hope
was
that Man
I
of
was so
Tomorrow.
hoping. Oh,
Or
what is
go
it?
ahead, Joseph. You go ahead. You go
Oh,
ahead.
I was so hoping that they would do because I know with it being in Atlanta, they're probably going to do some like soundstage type stuff. I was hoping that they would have gone on location first, like back to Cleveland or Cincinnati, because I have an extended weekend off. I have like a long weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Starting the 17th, whenever they start filming, and I was so hoping that they could have been in either Cleveland or Cincinnati, because Cincinnati is only a 3-hour drive for me. Cleveland is like 4.5, but I mean it's doable to
Yeah.
like do a day trip. I was
Right,
like,
right.
if they film in either one of those cities to start, I would like to go take one of my days off and go
Yes.
see it. But sadly, if they're starting in Atlanta, that probably won't happen. I'll
I
have
also-
to wait until later this summer to see if they come on location to Ohio.
That location will be so closed and so hidden away because they do not want spoilers.
Right.
They do not want set photos taken, or
Well-
they'll try to damn us not to. Like it will be insanely tough to get on.
When I went in 2024, I went up to Cleveland in June of 2024 to like see them starting on location in Cleveland, and I don't think that they were quite all there yet. But like
Yeah.
I went to where they had the Luther Corp encampment on the beach,
Oh,
which I
nice,
believe
nice.
it's like up at Mentor. I forget the name of the state park, but it's like an Ohio State park, kind of north
Yeah.
of Cleveland, where that was at. And then I got, I kept looking at Twitter to like get all the locations of like the Daily Planet, and because if you go back and like look at my Instagram, I was able to get a picture with the Daily Planet, even though I'm like I was like across the street in like a library courtyard from the Daily Planet. So like it wasn't horribly closed, but just because I think there weren't people there yet, and it was like all of the Warner Brothers crew getting like all the production people and like whatnot were just getting ready to start. And I mean, a lot of the pictures I took of like storefronts and whatnot ended up being in the movie, which I thought was pretty cool.
That's very
Yeah,
cool. Yeah.
But no, definitely depending on the schedule, because yeah, you're right, Darren. It will be closed once they start
Oh, yeah.
filming.
Oh,
But hopefully my schedule works out to where I could get up there again before they start, and just kind of be like, can I see the Daily Planet again? And it also, I will say, for people that may be watching that may live in Cleveland or Cincinnati, because Cincinnati's where the Hall of Justice is.
Yeah.
if you try to go on location and like get pictures, wear a Superman
Because
shirt.
that's where I went last year. I got
Because
pictures,
I
too.
wore my Superman shirt. They knew what I was there for, and like some of the Cleveland and Cuyahoga County troopers there helped me get good photo ops. And I was like, so like if you wear a Superman shirt, they know what you're going to be there for.
For the Hall of Justice, I went there last year. I have photos on my Instagram too. Y'all
Yes,
probably
because
won't see my
Yeah, that was so cool. That was awesome.
It was
Your
awesome. It was
church,
crazy. It was
your
crazy.
church took a field trip to Ark Encounter, didn't
Yeah,
it?
so we had a
Yeah.
church trip up there, and it's like right when we were on the way over there, I found out when we were on the way, I found out right then and there that the Hall of Justice, where they filmed, was like 12 minutes from where we were staying. And
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it was around 12 minutes, and I was like, oh shoot, we have to go stop by it. We have to. And
Yeah.
we did, and they had like a mascot wearing the Superman, like it
Awesome.
was really
Yeah.
cool. And I
Awesome.
went inside, and it was very surreal, man. Very, very surreal. It was
Yeah.
cool.
Oh,
It was cool.
Before I forget, another DC project that starts filming soon is the Batman Part 2. And the funny thing is, I know some people
Yes.
that have already flown to where they're shooting to try to get some photos, and they've seen the crew members, and they're asking them, "What are you guys filming?" And they're like, "We can't tell you." And
Yeah,
even if we
right.
know stuff, we can't tell you anything.
So
Where are they starting production?
I believe. Let me double check that.
Is it back in
London,
Glasgow in Scotland, or?
Batman Part 2.
So,
That's
do we
kind of how it
think
was for
that-
Superman, because they like at the time in June of 24 when they were about to start filming, it was still under the code name Genesis, and like for Man of Tomorrow, the code name is Exodus, which I see the pattern there.
Sorry.
Oh.
It's being
Yeah.
shot right now. The exterior scenes are shot in Liverpool right now.
Oh, Liverpool. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah, like with Superman, they like people had floated the name Genesis, and like they knew what it was for, but like they couldn't explicitly say, "Oh yeah, this is Superman." Like all the Cleveland news outlets I was getting just said, "Movie suspected to be Superman filming
Right.
downtown." But even like I said, I had the Superman shirt on. All the police officers that were in downtown Cleveland were like, "You know what this is, even though we can't tell you." And I'm like, "Oh yeah." I would not have driven almost 5 hours.
They knew,
on my
man.
day
They
off
knew. Probably
if
because of
I wasn't
security
confident
reasons. I
in
bet.
what this was.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, they knew what I was there for, and they knew
Yeah.
that I knew what it was, even if
They
they
just
couldn't
couldn't
tell
tell
me.
you, right? They couldn't tell
Yeah.
you what it was.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure Warner Brothers has probably had them sign NDAs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, they have,
Yeah.
they have gag orders and everything. Yeah, they can't say anything.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah.
Any more thoughts on the trailer? I know we're kind of rambling on here.
I was
Like-
going to say, really, for Man of Tomorrow, actually, a few things just real quick while we're talking about Supergirl. Do y'all think that Kara is going to be in Man of Tomorrow? Because Jon Stewart is in Man of Tomorrow.
So
Do y'all think?
this kind of goes back to oversaturation of characters. She was in Superman, and we
Right,
saw her at
right.
the end of Superman. Which
Yeah.
Jeff, you've not seen Superman yet, have you?
I've
Oh,
not.
oh,
Crap, I
man.
just spoiled that. I'm sorry.
I like it.
But okay, well, she was at the end of Superman. She was in the last.
Yeah,
scene.
briefly.
So even though like her role wasn't that big and like she didn't have that much screen time in it, I just feel like if they put her in, it's going to be like this thing, because it was different last summer when they put her in and it was like, oh yeah, that makes sense for her to be here. Her movie's next.
Yeah.
If they include her in Man of Tomorrow, I feel like it would be a thing of like, we just saw her and we already have everyone else here. Because I know James Gunn said that the finale of Peacemaker is going to tie into Man of Tomorrow. So
Yeah,
Peacemaker,
which this is
I know,
like becoming
I feel
like a
confident will be
Justice
there.
League type film.
I don't know. I
like a
don't
mini
think she's going to
Justice
be in Man
League.
of Tomorrow. At least not yet.
Which is weird
Honestly.
because it doesn't look like Mr. Terrific's going to be in it either, or Guy Gardner. Hawkgirl is in it. Isabella Merced.
Hawkgirl's
She's
going to
in it.
be in it.
She's in
Guy
it, yeah.
Gardner's
Yeah.
going to be in it. But yeah, Superman, I will say, had an oversaturation of characters to
Yes.
establish, like with
Yeah.
the Justice
That was my
Society.
big gripe with it.
So there's just got to be this balance of, hey, we've got to have we can't have too many people in here, but at the
Yeah.
same time, we need to
And
have
Wonder
enough for
Woman's
people to
been
get
rumored to
excited.
be in it too.
People-
Wonder Woman
what
was
is it?
rumored. I was saying Wonder Woman was rumored to be in it too. Apparently.
Yeah, I'm not confident.
If they
about
do
Wonder
that,
Woman
they're
yet.
literally heading into like BVS territory. Then it's like you're kind of repeating your similar problems where you're just introducing people in another Superman movie when it should be focused on Superman. So I think that won't happen. That's my hope.
I will say for the DCU timeline, isn't Paradise Lost, once that show gets up off the ground, isn't that supposed to be the introduction of Wonder Woman to this universe?
Yeah, you have her
think
movie
so.
too, I think.
Okay, yeah. So like, if it would feel
Although
unnatural
I don't even
for us
know,
to see Wonder Woman.
I actually am
before
trying to
that.
remember about what James described it. I mean, of course it could change, but I thought Paradise Lost wasn't supposed to center around Diana. I thought it was supposed to just be about the
Like
other
Themyscira,
Amazonians.
I think it's
Yeah,
like
it centers
Themyscira.
on the
It's like a prequel.
Amazonians,
It's like
but
a
it's
prequel
not
thing.
so much.
Yeah, that was like a prequel kind of type of thing.
Yeah, like she's not going to be. I guarantee you that we're going to see Batman and Man of Tomorrow at least in a post-credit scene.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that.
So
yeah.
I know James has said the introduction of the characters is going to be Brave and the Bold once that gets picked up off the ground.
Which is fine.
We still, I mean, we still don't have a casting news for Batman yet.
No.
I know we've still got more than a year before Man of Tomorrow comes out.
And honestly, I don't think
think
James has even done the casting for it yet. I mean, I think he's been heavily busy with both Supergirl and Man of Tomorrow. I don't think that's going to happen until after Man of Tomorrow.
Right. No, because the way the Brave and the Bold schedule right now, it's not going to come out until at least 2028. So Batman to me, I feel like is on the back burner for now.
From what I don't think that it's gonna. Yeah, it's easily gonna be after Batman Part 2, obviously, but I think it could be about 2028, 2029 until we see that Brave and the Bold movie.
Right.
I think
Brandon
that's everybody's.
Hey, Brandon Scanar is my pick. I think he would be great. Alan Richson, I know, has been, which I will say, not to get too much into his controversy, but the Alan Richson situation, if that's not Batman-esque, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
But no, Brandon Scanar is my pick for Batman. I feel like if he is Batman, I would be very happy.
Yeah, but with like Man of Tomorrow, like Brainiac is the main villain, and that's like if you have Brainiac in your movie, Brainiac is a Justice League villain. Brainiac is a villain who brings the high stakes. You know what I mean? And that is basically a mini Justice League film. You already have Jon Stewart in here. You have Superman. You have Hot Girl. You have Lex apparently who's teaming up with all of them. Like it's just it's interesting. And I'll ask y'all this too. Do y'all think, and I hope they do because that would be really comic accurate and that would be cool. Do y'all think that they'll maybe possibly dive deep into a relationship with Jon Stewart and a Hot Girl? What do y'all think about that?
I think they'll take more time to develop the relationship before they
they're not gonna thrust us into something like that just early in the universe.
I'll be also quite honest. Hot Girl really comes across as super young. I mean, obviously Isabella Merced is. I think she's in her early 20s, but obviously she looks like she could be like 17, and that would be very awkward.
Yeah, I've always been fascinated with like Hawkman and Hawk Girl. I've always been fascinated with the what's it called, Thanagarians or whatever. Like those two characters mainly. Like I've been fascinated with both of those characters. I've loved those two characters, and I want to see just a lived in. And we've already been getting that with the DCU so far with Superman and Creature Commandos and Peacemaker, like all the world building and stuff. But I want to see a lived-in Justice League.
Yeah, that's honestly every time I watch the DCAU, all the animated movies and stuff. Yeah, they've got Justice League roaming around and just doing stuff. I'm like, and then they have like their table meetings and everything. I'm like, this is what I want to see.
Man. It's so
I want to see that so badly.
Me too, man. And that's why I'm trying to write my stuff on the slide. Like I just watched the Death of Superman last month for my first time. I thought that was amazing. Nice.
I thought that was the better version of it than BVS ever did, because it also incorporated all the other characters in it. But I thought it was just so much better.
Yeah, I don't think it's getting a third season, but I think they're doing that Waller show. I think is being turned into Checkmate. I think because
Peacemaker, the show is over.
Like, I think it's going to be like Checkmate, which is the Waller show or something like that. Mm-hmm. But I think it's going to be something with Peacemaker characters in there. I think so. Yeah, that'll be fun. But but then you also have like Booster Gold and all that type of stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, they've got the DCU's got a ton of projects that have
There's
either
so many
'cause
characters.
that one announcement video where James was talking about like the first, he didn't call it phases
Swamp
because that's horrible. He
Thing.
called it chapters.
Yeah,
Like
chapter
chapter
one.
one,
Two.
there is still so much that there's just no news on it. And I understand prioritizing.
Can you believe
other
that video came out 3 years ago
I
and we
know,
still
I
don't
know,
have
I know.
news
That's
on so
like-
many of these projects?
Yeah.
I feel like he's like James has done very well of like keeping people up to date with
Exactly.
certain projects.
He's
But
very active.
Yeah.
Very
here
active.
lately, I feel like he's wanting to prioritize more of like the quality
He's been
aspect
very
and just
silent.
pumping
He's
out.
been very
Kind of like how
silent.
Marvel was a few years ago, just pumping out
Yeah.
quantity over quality.
Don't forget, we have
So-
the Teen Titans film too. We have the Teen Titans film.
Yes.
And thinking
Yeah.
this
We
too,
also
so
have Lanterns coming out.
Lanterns
Yeah,
too.
Lanterns comes out in
Lanterns,
August.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
Lanterns. And yeah, Anna, I always butcher her last name. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Anna Naguera.
Yeah, so she wrote the Supergirl film, and apparently she's writing the Teen Titans film and the Wonder Woman film. And James Gunn must have a lot of faith in her. She must be a
Right.
really amazing writer if she's writing all three of those. And I heard a while back that the Supergirl script is amazing. I've heard it's very,
Yeah,
very good.
yeah.
So I'm hoping.
And he's even
it's true.
James Gunn even said that Millie Alcock is one of the greatest performances as this character. Well, not even
Okay.
as this character, but
Good,
just as
good.
like any acting performance. It's incredible
Good.
what she brings to it, and
Yeah,
I'm very
yeah.
excited to see because
Me too,
she
man. Me too.
she's gonna break out with this role the same way David Cornsweet broke
Yeah,
out with
yeah,
Superman. She's
definitely.
a fresh face. She's only really been seen in House of the Dragon and then Netflix's Sirens for people that watched that last summer.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
okay.
she's very fresh, and being able to establish her as a superhero in a major franchise this early in her career is going to be very, very interesting.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
will say, I don't know why I know this, but I will say we can give her a happy early birthday as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Her birthday is Saturday, I think.
Okay.
I see you're
Again, I
keeping
don't
up
know
with
why I
your
know
wife's.
this. I don't know why I know. Well, because
You're
I
keeping
like,
up with your wife's stuff. Yeah.
I cracked the number. I cracked the numbers. I was like, she is.
You mentioned her old projects. You're talking about her birthday.
I need to watch her. So she is 4 months and 2 weeks older than me.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so, yeah, April
How
11th,
old is she again?
All right.
she'll
25.
be 26. She was
25,
born in
okay.
2000.
Okay.
Yeah, she was born. She is 4 months and 2 weeks older than me. Both born in 2000.
It can still work, Joseph.
It can still
I
work,
know,
man.
I
I'm
know.
holding out hope for
she's
you.
She's dating a guy named Joe in a
Oh,
parallel,
no.
in an alternate universe. That could be me.
Hey, confirmed right here.
You know what's
Yeah.
really funny, by the way, about these DC stars?
I'm
is that-
killing Raza with these jokes.
What was it?
I can just hear it in your voice. You want it so.
We all gotta want something.
Oh man, I feel for you, man.
What
I'll
was it?
stop talking about it. I'll just.
Let's just get you to that premiere, and then we can work things out.
Yeah.
Hey, James Gunn, let's get Joseph to that premiere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say there's another Supergirl fan that I follow on Instagram. She's like a junior reporter. She needs to get to the
Oh
premiere
yeah,
too.
Kaylee. Kaylee,
Kaylee,
yeah.
yes. She
Yeah,
needs to
she's
get to
awesome.
the premiere too. And
Shout out to
I
Kaylee Talty. Yeah.
Kaylee Talty, yes.
Mm.
Yes, I very much hope she can get to the premiere too.
Me too. No, she's
going to
been
school
doing
for
a great job.
journalism. She's going to school for journalism, so she needs to be at the
Yeah.
premiere more than I do, I think.
Right. Right.
So it's, yeah. Yeah,
Mention
shout out
She-Ra.
Kaylee Talty, shout out James Gunn.
Yeah, her page is great. I've been loving her stuff. She's gonna get to that premiere.
Yeah,
Awesome.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay,
So
any
let's
more
get to
thoughts
Dune.
on Supergirl?
I was
Oh
gonna
yeah,
say-
yeah. Finish up the thoughts there, and then let's get to Dune. Yeah.
I was going to
So,
say,
any thoughts on Supergirl?
So Krim really puts me in the mind of Vernon Wells' character Wes from The Road Warrior, if you're a Mad Max fan.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting, yeah.
George Miller is a great director.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I did have a question. I am very much a layman when it comes to DC. What is the naming convention for Kryptonians? Because I see that Kara is Kara Zor-El, but
Right.
that's her father.
Right.
Yes.
But
So
Kal-El is just Kal-El,
Yeah.
House of El.
Yeah.
So do female Kryptonians take their father's name as their surname?
Ooh,
So
that's a
they-
good question, actually. That's a
I would
great
have to
question.
look into that more because I'm
I
not
need to
too
reach out to
positive on how it
Coy
works. I
Jandreau.
like I know that I'm making
Like it's the
connections between
house,
like
the
yeah,
house of
Zor-El.
L, right? Like the house of L.
Yes.
That's why Jor-El and then
Yeah.
Zor-El.
I need
Yeah,
to
the
reach
House
out
of L.
to Coy Jandreau from the Real Rejects. He would know, man. He would know.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 We've got to have him on sometime if we can. We'll
Dude,
That'd be cool.
comic.
I've never met him, but I think
Oh, you've never met him? Oh.
I haven't met Coy, but he's like, if y'all know Coy Jandreau from the Real Rejects, he is a not just comic book genius, but movie genius. The way he talks about comic books and movies.
I've been following Coy for over at least 13 years now.
He's
like,
oh yeah, that's right, Rob, my buddy Rob.
I've been watching. That's right, yeah. I've been watching him and John Campea and all those guys since 2013 when they had the AMC movie talk.
Yeah, AMC talk, Collider.
And then they did Collider
movie talk.
Then they did Screen Junkies, and then they went off and did their own channels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I found out about Coy, the first time I knew who Coy was back in December of 2021 when Greg and John from the Real Rejects did their like out of the theater review for No Way Home. Coy was in that video with them. And just the way he talked about the movie, the way he talks about movies, I'm like, I don't even know who this dude is, but I like this dude's vibe. I love the way he talks about movies. I'm subscribing right now. Like that dude, I don't even know. He's a genius. He is one of, if not the smartest movie guys on YouTube. Like I don't even know. It's hard to explain. Like it's like you just have to like listen to him talk. You know what I mean? You just have to like watch his videos, and he's so fast when he talks, but like not in a rushed way. Like you can you know what I mean? Like it's really, really interesting. It's interesting. Yeah.
I do have to get going in about 20 minutes, so maybe we should head to Dune.
Yeah. We can talk about Dune. So Dune also looks great. I'm very excited for it. I think, let's see, I forget what place Dune has in my top 10 most anticipated of the year. Maybe like 5, I think.
Yeah, for me it's number 5. Yeah.
I'm very excited for it.
I love the Odyssey above it.
I will say this trilogy is giving me vibes of like, because Nolan's definitive trilogy was The Dark Knight, and Denis Villeneuve's defining trilogy will be Dune.
Right.
And the two of them will have done trilogies both individually, and I don't think Denis will do a trilogy outside of this. Like how Nolan has never done a trilogy after The Dark Knight. This will be his trilogy, and I've been watching these films since 2021, and the book is insanely dense. It's very hard to adapt, and the fact that without Denis, this film ceases to exist because David Lynch gave it a shot back in the 80s. And it was not a great movie. So kudos to Denis for bringing this to life, because I could not imagine any other filmmaker doing it.
Yeah.
And also, this film, I've been saying for weeks now, this film, Raza, could go to Toronto.
Yeah.
This could make a big... Because
I don't know.
Because Dune 1 made a premiere in Toronto during TIFF, and then Dune 2 had a special screening during TIFF. And Denis Villeneuve always has Canadian premieres for Dune because he's from Montreal.
I didn't know that they had premieres during TIFF though.
Well, for Dune, Dune 1 made a premiere. Reason why the cast wasn't there was because of COVID times. But Denis was there. Then Dune 2, he did a special screening. He was there, so it makes sense he would do something for Dune 3. And if that film does not go to Venice, it could easily go.
Oh, that's too soon. That's like next month. Yeah, that's too soon.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, Venice is actually in September. Kansas next month.
Other way around. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we have TIFF from the 10th to the 20th. And since the film comes out in December, it has a chance to potentially premiere at TIFF. It could happen.
Okay.
And if it makes a world premiere in Toronto, that would be huge because it would be the entire cast.
Right.
Yeah, so I think Dune 3 will be a great film. I've said this, Doomsday will make more money, but Dune will be the better film.
Definitely.
But I think Dune is definitely in my top 10. I don't think I have it in my top 5, but it's definitely my top 10 for sure. And I'm very excited. Visually, it's one of the best looking films probably of the year. And he also combines 3 different format film. He does half of the film for Dune 3 was shot in 65 millimeter. he shot on IMAX cameras, and the film looks fantastic, and very
Yeah, I
excited to
love
see
how
it happen.
cinematically he's doing IMAX 70 along with 65 millimeter and doing digital.
Yeah.
I think it's with the RE again. I'm not sure, but he's doing digital as well because he said that digitally the sand on the desert dunes comes across sharper, of course. Or I'm not just going to say of course because I mean IMAX 70 is like 18K resolution, but like I guess I think that the amalgamation of the three formats is definitely very cool. I just hope I get to experience it in the best format
I was
possible
asked about
because
that.
Calgary's not getting the print again, and I'm so
saw-
upset.
I
So
was
as
more
soon- as
surprised
soon
that
as
Montreal didn't get anything because of his roots in Montreal, but
Yeah, Montreal. That's really. I don't
yeah.
understand why they skipped it out. They gave it to Vancouver and Toronto. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
don't
saw
get it.
as soon as like
Oh,
the
Joseph,
schedule...
we can't. I can't hear you.
Oh,
Yeah.
can the rest of you guys hear me or
I
Yeah.
can hear
Yeah,
Joseph.
I can hear.
Am I the only one who can't hear him?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll exit and come back then again. It must be something on my end.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
no,
Well, what I
Yeah,
was
say
gonna
Joseph,
say,
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. Well, I was gonna wait for I'll wait for Raza to get back in here, but I was gonna say that was one thing when when they posted the locations that 70mm is gonna go to, and I saw that Calgary was not on the list, but like Vancouver and Toronto were. I saw Calgary wasn't on it. I'm like, Raza's gonna be upset.
yeah, because the
That's-
thing is, they always
Yeah.
put in Vaughan, but they never do the other two locations because
Mhm.
the thing is, the one in Vaughan, I believe, is the biggest one in all of Ontario. And
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Interesting.
so like, I've also noticed that 70mm films formatting has not got this
There we
big
go.
since after Oppenheimer. Because when Oppenheimer came out, they realized that so many people want to see films in 70mm. That's why they released Sinners in
Yeah,
70mm,
exactly.
Yeah.
and they
No,
released Project Hail Mary.
IMAX last year just announced that they were adding. I don't know if they were. I think they were renovating 3 existing theaters in the U.S. to IMAX 70mm capable theaters. So that's awesome. I mean, like more the
Yeah.
merrier because there's only 30 worldwide.
Yeah,
And I mean, when they're not even printing enough for all those 30 theaters and they're keeping it down to maybe 20, 22, it's like, well, those 8 or 10 other theaters are not getting it. And that's the case here in Alberta, Calgary, and Edmonton. We've got 2 projectors that are going to be up and running for the Odyssey. So I don't understand why we're never getting these prints for other movies like Project Hail Mary for
That
this.
was yeah. When you left just a minute ago, that's what I was telling him. I was like, when I
Yeah.
saw the location list come out this morning, I didn't see Calgary. I was like, you are gonna be upset.
I was so upset.
and reasonably so. I mean,
Yeah.
I would be disappointed if my area had the technology, but
Yeah.
no studio took advantage of it.
Exactly. And that's honestly, I don't know who's pushing for it. I don't know who's in charge. Like, I just think like, oh, well, Christopher Nolan just wants to make sure that all 30 capable theaters get it. But then I'm sure Denis wants that too. And Denis is
Right,
Canadian.
right.
So he should want it
Yeah.
even more for all of
Yeah.
Canadians theaters that are capable of doing it. So
yeah, put it in
I don't get it.
Toronto, Vancouver. Did you say Montreal had one or
Montreal does have, they have it for Project Hail Mary right now. Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
That makes sense.
Interesting.
Which
Yeah,
is
so
fun.
I mean, there's like a good, at least 5 capable theaters across the country, but they're only giving it to 2 or 3.
Yeah.
It's
So-
funny
The
to me.
closest locations to me that are doing it are Regal Opry Mills in Nashville, which I've been to that mall, and it's a very nice mall.
Right.
Opry Mills in Nashville is getting it in their IMAX theater, and then the Indiana State Museum. So like both,
Okay.
so like Indianapolis and Nashville are both like 5 hours away from me, so I
Oh.
cannot reasonably drive
In December, yeah.
yeah, and especially
And-
like if I know I was telling Hayden at the beginning, Hayden, if I make it to your fan event
Right.
for Doomsday in December, I mean I might have to drive and see Dune with you.
Yeah.
To get
Yeah,
in, I
oh,
don't
dude,
know.
because what my plan is Thursday night, December 17th is when I'm doing the Doomsday. Me, Spike, and Chad are doing the Doomsday fan event. But then obviously I can't see Dune that day. So, and the only 70mm theater in Texas as of now is in Dallas, the Cinemark IMAX Dallas. And
Right.
never been there, but trying to go there for a while. And I bought my ticket today. I bought it in the best.
I'm so happy for you, man. I really am. Like, you're going to have the best theatrical experience of your
I
life.
know,
with
because
that.
I haven't been
mean,
to a 70mm movie in years. The only 70 movie I think I've seen was The Dark Knight Rises, I think, and that was years ago.
Okay.
Years
Okay.
ago.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
but yeah, I mean, Dallas from where I live is around like 3.5, 4 hours. So, and I bought a
Okay.
7 p.m. showing. So,
Right.
I mean, easy.
Oh,
so
man.
the movie is like probably gonna be 2-3 hours or something like that. I
What?
could,
Yeah.
yeah.
What
I
scares
hope
me?
I hope you're going to be able to get there with whatever snow conditions are like in December. I hope it's
I
easy
would
for
love
you.
that.
You
What
don't have to
scares
cancel.
me? Sorry, what scares me more than ever, Raza, is that we get when we get snow, we get snow.
Yeah.
So when Hail
think
Mary
so,
came out,
actually.
I remember it was a snowstorm, and I'm like, of course it had happened the day that I have to go to Vaughn.
Right.
And my
Right.
concern now is when Dune happens, we're going to get hit hard, and me being certifiable, I'm still going to go.
Yeah.
But nothing's going to stop me because the thing is, you can't refund those tickets last minute because it's not like you can get another showtime because they're all sold out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I was in the same boat. There was a snowstorm here the day I had an early access ticket for Project Hail Mary. Like it was
Yeah.
it drove me crazy because it was 80 degrees, which I'm going to translate to like maybe I'd call that 25 Celsius probably.
That's really hot.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know like
hot.
the exact conversion, but like it was
Yeah.
a very warm Sunday March
Yeah.
15th. And then Monday the 16th is when I had the early access ticket. I
Right.
got caught in traffic on my
Oh,
way home from
man.
work because of snow, and it
Oh,
was
man.
25 Celsius the day before.
Oh,
I'm
man.
like, are you freaking kidding me? So I missed
Yeah.
the movie, but
Oh.
I did see it. I did see Project Hail Mary Friday night. My
Yeah.
favorite movie of the year so far. I loved it.
It's
Yeah.
great.
Oh, it's so good. By the way, if anyone doesn't stay during the credits, you're doing yourself a massive disservice. The credit sequence is one of the best parts of the movie because they actually got those shots from space and
What? Oh,
Yeah, they did.
cool.
Crazy.
those are
Wow.
actual shots from space they put in the credits.
That's awesome.
So
It's one of the best parts of the movie.
I stayed for it. Yeah, I didn't know that though. Cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to stay for the credits, but this was like 9:00 at night whenever
Right.
it was going on. My brother was calling me, asking me to pick him up food
Oh.
as the movie was ending, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna kill him. So but for what I did see, I mean, the entire movie, just like hint on it very briefly, the entire movie's visuals.
Do y'all want to move in to talk
are-
about Project Hail Mary now? We can if y'all want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
well, any other thoughts on Dune, Jeff? Did you have any?
I will say that I will say like I know that the story of Dune Messiah, like I've not read it, but I've heard from those who know it that it is very, very big in a departure from what the original book is, which is what the first two movies are. And so from the trailer, we don't get that kind of vibe that it's so drastically different. It still looks kind of familiar in tone and narrative story to that first two, but I'm very curious as to what happens because all I know is like at some point, I don't know if I'm right in saying this, that like Paul changes into a worm or something at some point.
Oh.
I don't know if that's in this book or in another book.
I still need to read the books.
Yeah, but something crazy like that happens. And so I'm like, whoa, okay. Let's see if they can pull this off.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I mean, the whole fact that the cast is back. The only person who's not been in the trailer or any of the character posters, but is still listed on IMDb, is Josh Brolin. And
Bardem too.
He didn't die in part 2, did he?
No, they said
I don't think
he's
did,
back
no.
in the movie.
Yeah. So
Bardem is too.
He's back.
right. So I don't know why they didn't put a character poster out for Josh.
I guess they want to give proper context of how he is back.
Right.
Right.
But I also will mention, and this is my very brief thoughts on Dune, is that so many people I've spoken to think this will pull a Return of the King and win 11 Oscars. And I would love for that to happen because the first one won 6 Oscars. But again, both Dune films, sadly, have not been nominated for Best Director. Denis has never been nominated for directing any of these movies for some weird, obscure reason.
Yeah.
And the thing is, in order for to do a Return of the King at the Oscars, they would have to win every single nomination that it's nominated for, which that is what happened. And I'm sorry, but the Odyssey there's no way that the Odyssey loses Oscars to Dune. If anything, the Odyssey will pick up awards where Dune will not. But I think it's going to be quite interesting come award season of who's going to prevail. It will still be nominated for picture, but I think I have more confidence in the Odyssey winning picture before Dune.
Right.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
to be honest, I was thinking that the other day, and that might have just been like my hype train for Dune, just being like, oh my gosh, it's the end of the trilogy. They're gonna nominate it for Best Picture and all this. But I hadn't considered the Odyssey, and I'm like, the Odyssey will take what Dune does not easily.
Yeah.
It hadn't even occurred to me at the time that Denis had not been nominated for
Never.
director,
The
which
last nomination he got for directing was 2017 for Arrival.
Oh wow!
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's the last
he's
time he's been
overdue
nominated.
for a nomination then.
Which
Yeah,
is weird to
definitely.
me because I thought he would have been nominated for Sicario, Prisoners, hell, even Blade Runner.
Blade
Nothing.
Runner. Yeah.
Blade Runner
Project
is a
Hail Mary
phenomenal
was-
movie.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
to be honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of Arrival, which I was still like getting in
Me
more
too.
into
Me
like
too. Like,
movies
I don't
when I
understand
watched
the
it, but like
hype
I'm
of
not opposed to watching it again. My
Yeah.
initial watch during the 2017 like Oscar run though, I was just like,
Like, I love
nominated for
Denis
Best
as a
Picture.
director. Denis is a great director, but Arrival is one film from him where I'm just like, it was okay. It was
But
fine. Like, I
I
love
will say though,
Prisoners. I think
watching
Prisoners.
Project Hail Mary the other day, I was getting Arrival vibes. Like when
Right.
he's trying to start his communication with Rocky, because you've got to establish a language to understand these characters. That Arrival is better than Interstellar. Okay, interesting.
Hot take.
Honestly,
Hot
I
take.
don't agree, but that's an interesting take. That's an
I
interesting
Yes.
It's
And
interesting.
I actually quite like both movies, but I don't
love
agree that
Interstellar.
they're my opinion. But yeah, that's interesting. That's
What's
how you
also
feel.
interesting to me is that Nolan and Denis both have 10 movies. They both have the exact same amount of movies in their body of work.
Interesting.
Oh.
I've never.
And so
Okay.
people were ranking whose top 10 is better, Denis or Nolan. I will say recently, it's more you could say Denis as of recent, but I still think Nolan as a whole has a better filmography.
I thought the Odyssey was like Nolan's like 13th movie or something. Am I wrong in that?
I have to do a recount. I could be wrong on that. But
Because
I'm
I've
pretty
seen
sure it's 10
like
to
on
11.
I have a list of like how many movies I've seen of like
Enemies
directors and
are
actors, and I think I have Nolan at number
better than
12 or
Arrival.
something.
I will say Project Hail Mary is definitely better than Arrival. I love Interstellar and Project Hail Mary.
Yes,
Again, Arrival.
yes, no, for sure. Yeah.
But Project Hail Mary or Interstellar, I don't know, man.
I
don't
think for
know.
sure, like they're very different movies in terms of how they're executed, but of course
Yeah.
their approach in the story is similar. Like they both want to go and save Earth. They
Yeah.
both are intergalactic
Good lord.
travels where there's no guarantee in returning home.
Right.
The premise of the Earth is dying is there,
Yeah.
but they're very different, like narratively, and I think they're both near masterpieces in their own rights.
Yeah.
Which one do I think is I don't really want to compare like which one's a
I'll
better
say
movie either, but
Interstellar. I'll say
What?
Interstellar. I think
I will say it too. I mean, I
Yeah.
will, but I
what
mean,
is interesting to me, and someone made this comparison the other day, I never thought about it, is an Interstellar. You have McConaughey saying, the world needs me. I'll be there. I'll be there to save the world.
Yeah.
Cut to Project Hail Mary, where Ryan Gosling is telling them over and over again, I do not want to do this. He is the
Yeah.
polar opposite of what
That's
Matthew's
true.
character is.
Right.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
gives
that's a
every
good
excuse
comparison.
not
Good
to do
opposite.
it.
Yeah,
And then
Yeah.
they basically have to drug him to put him
Yeah.
on the rocket
Yeah.
and
That
shoot
part
him in the
made me
sky.
so sad, dude. I was like,
yeah, that
oh,
was rough.
like
That was
especially
rough.
when you got like the stakes, man. The stakes
Yeah.
are so high in
Yeah.
this movie, and that
Yes.
scene where he's like backing up and running away, and they
Yeah.
have to tackle him, and I'm
But,
like, that's horrible.
And
Yeah.
the
That
thing
is
is,
horrible, man.
Interstellar is what we want to be in that situation, but Ryan's
right,
reaction is
right.
what us as humans would probably react in that way.
Yeah.
That is more of a naturalistic response.
Yeah.
Right.
Could you imagine? I just thought of this. Could you imagine if there was some other scientist sitting at home in another different part of the world,
Yeah.
just watching in the news that they just drugged the scientist to get him onto NASA? And he's like, "No, this was my chance. I could have done it. I wanted to go."
It's insane. I will say though, watching Project Hail Mary now with the enemy prisoners, all of his movies are great.
Here, I got
yeah,
you.
those
Yeah,
are good.
with Project Hail Mary coming out, and like me seeing it the other day, the correlation I'm making with like the Artemis people
Yeah.
that are currently
Hey,
working.
do y'all want to go ahead and
Definitely,
start talking
it's-
about Project Hail Mary? We can go ahead and start talking about that if y'all want.
Yeah. Well, I was
Sure.
just gonna hint on it
Yeah.
briefly because I know Raza's got to leave soon, and then I know we talked briefly about Mario, but that was before
Yeah.
we went
Yeah.
live. No, I was just gonna say Project Hail Mary was a great movie. I loved
Yeah,
it.
it was
It's
great.
sci-fi done right, which
Yeah.
you can't. And I mean, even like going back to Dune, Dune is sci-fi done right, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I love that both science fiction films this year that are going to be ranked among the highest were both Canadian movies. Denise and Ryan.
Yeah, right.
I love that. And on top, and I also love that how nerdy, like, it's cool that the film embraces the nerdy aspect of it. Like, it's for NASA fans, it's for space fans, for people who love science fiction. Like it,
Right.
and then you have the extraterrestrial aspect. So it's basically, I compared Project Hail Mary kind of like to E.T.
Yeah.
Yes.
it
Yes,
had
I
those
compared
elements.
it. Yeah, it's got ET vibes, it's got Interstellar
Yeah.
vibes, and then the third
Yeah.
one I think was Martian in a way. Yeah,
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just
Martian,
saying,
Yeah,
I
Martian
got
kinda
Martian.
has some,
Andy
like,
Weir. Andy
like-
Weir wrote both books.
yeah,
Yeah.
like alien vibes too, and it kind of has like
right.
there's that scene.
Oh,
where,
I also thought like a little bit of Wall-E. A little bit of Wall-E.
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
2001: A Space Odyssey vibes too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
with the color
I see
palette
Apollo
and
13.
color grading. Yeah,
Apollo 13 vibes I got for sure. I
Okay,
also love the
yeah.
fact that the film is very much about isolation, and his relationship with the Martian brings him like emotionally back to life. And the sad part is they can't go back to Earth because they know that they would study Rocky, which is really sad. So he has to live in space forever, or until essentially the scientists find out where Ryan is, and then they
Yeah.
would take over.
Right.
and the
Which
movie's funny too. It's funny. Like it's just a simple scene right when the movie opens. The first scene when the robots are like taking him out of the like space pod thing or
Yeah.
whatever. He just looks at the robot and just screams. Y'all know what scene I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like he just looks at it and just like basically screams at it. That had me. I was dying laughing. I was like, this movie. And Ryan Gosling. I mean, he's been one of my favorite actors for
Yeah.
years, and he's always had a really good sense of humor, even in La La Land. I mean, he was great in La La Land. But the scene in La La Land where the beginning when Emma Stone is in front of him in traffic and he's honking at her to go. But
Yeah,
then
yeah.
he like pulls around and then just looks at her and goes, he goes like this and just drives off.
Yeah.
That's the sense of humor, and he brought that in this
Yeah.
movie. And I was like, this
Right.
dude is fun, man. He's
If you
funny.
watch
And I
any
love-
of his SNL skits, you know he's got a great sense of humor.
Oh,
He always-
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice
Uh,
Guys.
His most
Mr.
recent
Butthead
SNL
one,
episode he
yeah.
did was awesome.
The Nice
Yeah,
Guys,
the
I think,
Beavis
is his
and
best
Butthead one was great.
performance.
Oh
Right.
yeah,
Nice
Oh,
guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
fantastic.
And he was great in La La
So
Land
good.
too. But yeah, I mean,
Any other? Which Jeff, you've not seen Project Hail Mary yet, have you?
I've not.
okay, gotcha.
All right.
Gotcha.
So I hope we've not spoiled too much, like kind of going in depth about it. But
I like all movies. Spoilers don't matter to me.
Okay.
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 also, I'm
I'm-
always weary about that because I don't like being spoiled, so I try not to
Right,
spoil
right.
others. And I'm just like I mean, like I said, with Supergirl appearing in Superman earlier, I'm like, I don't think you've seen it yet. Crap.
No, that's okay.
That was
I
so-
tried to do some research.
I'll say
Yeah.
that for Project Hail Mary, I was reading the book before seeing the movie,
Nice.
and I didn't get a chance to finish it. I'm about 130 pages in. I'm loving it. I am gonna finish it though.
Yeah.
But the first 130 pages, I would say, probably happened within the first 20 to 25 minutes of the movie.
Okay.
And so that was like super quick. And I think like there's a lot of stuff that they did right about that, like in cutting out certain things that didn't need to be shown in the movie.
Mhm.
But there was one scene in particular that I thought was so movie scene worthy, that like of Ryan Gosling's acting chops and everything. Like I thought like this was definitely needed for the character's motivation as well. And so essentially, Grace is in the classroom still, and the kids are like finding out up through the news and everything that the son is dying. And so
Yeah.
they start kind of asking him, like, what does this mean for us?
Right, right.
Mhm.
And he goes, and he's like, well, how much time do we have left? And he goes, well, I don't know how to say this, but like about 30 years. And of course, the kids, they're all like 12 and 13-year-olds. They go, oh, 30 years? That's forever.
Yeah.
And but Grace, he has a full-blown anxiety attack because he realizes, like, as he's seeing these kids like laugh it off, he's like, well, these kids are going to be in their 40s and they're going to have to
Yeah.
deal with the consequences of if we don't do anything now, which again is a reflection of what our circumstances today in our world with climate change.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
with
Yeah.
him, he was like, I don't know what to do. And he leaves the class. He's like, guys, just study break. And he leaves the classroom, goes to the water fountain, splashes water on his face, and just is like, has a full blown anxiety attack. I'm like, whoa, that would have been good to see. That would have been
Right.
such a good scene to see before he like gets involved into the process of investigating astrophage and everything. I'm like, that would have been very cool because
Yeah.
it kind of gives him this kind of determination and essence of like, I have to figure out what to do for my kids.
Yeah.
Right? Like he's like, it's the future of my kids that I want to help in this situation. So I thought that
Yeah.
really was a
Yeah,
good scene that
yeah.
was cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, apparently,
Any other like additional thoughts on Dune or Project Hail Mary before
I
we
will-
briefly hint on Mario?
And actually, oh, sorry, I'll just say that the movie was 3 hours and 45 minutes originally. So
yeah.
there is a possibility that they did film that scene, but it just
Yeah.
got cut out. So if they have an extended cut that they're planning on releasing, I would be very interested in
Well,
seeing that.
Raza, I was going to quickly say that apparently they did cut a scene out because Ryan mentioned it, where they sing a song in space, or dance to a song in space. It was to Ice Ice Baby. And
Oh, that
they
would've
cut
been
it
great
out,
to
but
see.
he
That's
said
cute.
he hopes it makes the deleted scenes on
That's cute.
digital and disc.
Yeah.
But I also like the old-fashioned aspect of how they made the movie. Like they actually made the spacecraft.
Yes.
All of the scenes in space, there was no green screen. Even everything was old-fashioned. Even Rocky was puppetry.
Puppeteers the
Yeah.
whole time.
I love that. It
That's
made
great.
it feel way more grounded and old. And it's science fiction at its finest hour. And it definitely
Absolutely.
it'll be on top of a lot of people's list, and understandably so.
Yeah.
And just a really fun. I'm glad it's financially doing extremely well. It's going to be, I think,
It's-
Ryan's second most profitable film behind Barbie now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So,
very fulfilling to see as a movie fan that, you know, an original movie like this that's both resonant, timely, and creatively original is doing so well and is being embraced by so many people. Is, you know, everyone's loving the characters, and I just love it. I love that.
Yeah.
And Greg Fraser's cinematography, he's easily going to
Absolutely.
get nominated for that. That the whole astrophage sequence there, wow, that was beautiful.
yeah,
Beautiful
and the
put
thing
that.
is, we lost Greg Fraser, I think, for Dune Part 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's doing the,
Batman.
he's doing the
he's doing
Beatles movies.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
the next couple of years. But
Which
Yeah.
honestly, I mean, that's probably a passion project for him then, because I'm like,
Oh,
why
yeah.
would you skip Dune and Batman for Beatles?
the thing is,
That,
he
that's
also
what got me. I'm like, why are they getting this guy for the Beatles? That's
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
well, they
Yeah,
also, or to be fair for him, he's getting 4 movies out of it.
Right.
True.
Right.
Yeah.
true.
So from
Yeah.
from like a career point of view, you're getting 4 projects, whereas you just do 1.
Yeah,
Right.
true.
So,
Yeah.
It'll be the best looking
yeah.
Beatles films ever. So
Yeah.
You want to
And
touch
last
on
but
Mario
not
quickly?
least,
Sure.
Mario, yes. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I know I said it in like my quick thoughts reel on both Instagram and YouTube, and I mean, I know we've got like some faithful game players here. I personally, I went into it to have just a good time. Wasn't expecting anything big, and that's what I got. I got
Right.
I got to see characters that I've loved my entire life. Some that I was not expecting to see at the climax and the post-credit scene. Will not spoil who those people are, but
Have we
I
all
will
seen
say-
it, by
I
the
will-
way?
yep, seen it.
Okay.
Jeff, you've not seen Mario either yet, have you?
I have not.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we
Gotcha.
spoil it?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
So I did not see the need for Mr. Game & Watch to be in the climax, except for them to build like build the possibility of a Smash Brothers movie. It was fun for him it was fun to see him because I'm like, oh, what the heck's Mr. Game & Watch doing here?
Yeah.
But
What he
that
can.
I felt was unnecessary. Seeing Daisy,
I did not expect that. I did not
I had
expect
the
that at all.
most
I was waiting for it.
I had the most like not really, I don't know how to explain it, but just like very strange reaction to like I was not as contained as I would have liked to have been. I saw her
Right.
appear on screen, and I'm sitting there in a movie theater full of children, and I'm just like, yes, Daisy's here. And so very, very weird. And I'm like looking behind me, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm excited about Daisy, big whoop. But yeah, no, Daisy, which like you said, Raza, I was
I
expecting.
reacted the
Daisy
same way, to be honest. Me and my friend and I, as soon as we saw Daisy, he was like, he actually did sit up. He's like, no way,
Well,
Daisy!
as
So I was
soon
like,
as
yes.
I didn't
Punch-
expect her to show up. I didn't
Yeah.
expect her to.
As
I was
soon
like,
as she
yeah, that's
punched
great.
the monkey, and I like saw her like
Right.
princessy.
Yeah,
glow,
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Daisy.
How
I knew it.
funny is it that we live in a time where we're so excited over Daisy appearing in a post-credits
Yes.
scene?
You know, I was so bummed because no Wario and no Waluigi, man.
Yeah.
They'll come.
Oh
They'll
man, I
come.
need
Not
them in the
even
next
a
one.
They will,
cameo.
Yeah.
I was so
Oh,
mad.
apparently, get this. They're trying to. Chris Pratt is begging the studio to get Danny DeVito to play Waluigi.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I was
When I
getting
was
ready to say
looking,
that.
when I was
I
watching
would.
the movie, I was like, okay, where's
Yeah.
Mario and Waluigi gonna be?
Yeah.
Are they
Right.
gonna be over there? They didn't show up, and I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
They'll be in the
Yeah.
next one, and Danny DeVito should be Wario,
well,
absolutely.
Yeah,
for
Wario.
sure.
Yeah.
And like getting back to like casting McKenna Grace and everything, I wouldn't be surprised if someone like her was Daisy. Just
True.
to throw her
Yeah,
in the universe.
yeah.
I mean,
No Kirby
she's got
either. No
she's
Kirby,
got
no
a
Link.
Daisy voice, and it kind of matches Anya Taylor-Joy's Peach pretty
Yeah.
well. If you think
Yeah.
about it, I think McKenna Grace is going to be Daisy.
I was
Yeah.
surprised by how very
Yeah,
little
probably.
Rosalina actually had a role in
Yeah,
it.
she
I
didn't
thought
have a big
Yeah.
there was
role at
hardly
all.
any lines from Brie Larson. So
Yeah.
That upset me. Like I was
Yeah.
expecting more Rosa because she kind of got the Luigi treatment from the first movie. Like
That's
Yeah.
Luigi
okay.
didn't have
Thank
much
you.
screen time, and I was hoping out of all the Galaxy characters, or at
right.
least
And
like
them being
Rosalina.
sisters, that threw me off guard. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
that was weird. So
What?
as a loving the games all my life, I have to go back through some lore and like
Right,
find
right.
out how
Right.
why that makes sense, or like
Yeah.
why
Right.
that would make sense. Because I'm
yeah, I
seeing
was
that
like,
and
oh,
I'm
I didn't
like,
expect that.
what?
Yeah, I was
Well,
confused.
I will say,
What?
like, what you just said, Joseph, I could not agree more because I feel like Luigi got benched in the first
Mhm.
movie, and here I don't know why we're doing a like rescue mission again,
Yeah.
which is exactly what we did in the last movie. And I'm like, why can't we just have them all together and we can see them kind of go back and forth and be a fun banter instead of them always being broken off and
Right.
Yeah.
having to, and then we get reunited by the end of the film and then we have like 5 minutes left and then roll credits.
Yeah.
It's really frustrating. Because like in Sonic, for instance, we get Shadow, we get Sonic, we get Knuckles, we get all those
Yeah.
guys hanging out, and it's not like they see Shadow at the end of the film. You see him early on, so we get to spend the entire film with him, which is what I was hoping was going to happen, but it didn't turn out that way.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, no, the Sonic, I mean, like I was telling you in our group chat, I mean, I definitely don't have a problem with the Sonic movies. I do feel like they are more structured, and I have a good time with the first one. I still need to watch 2 and 3, but
Yeah.
I was
like all of
more
them.
of
I
like a
all of the
Nintendo
first ones.
kid than
Yeah.
a
They're
Sega
so
kid
good.
growing up, so I feel like
Yeah.
my loyalty has to lie with Mario. I mean, again, not saying the Sonic movies
Yeah.
are bad or like trying to shade them, but just
I'll
don't
say
know,
I grew up with
personally,
Mario too.
I'll
I've never
always
been the
enjoy
biggest
Mario
Sonic
more.
fan, but
Personally, for
Yeah.
me, I prefer Keanu and Jim Carrey. That's just my preference.
That
You
that
can't- like,
combo
you can't-
does seem to work.
I love the
yes.
fact that Jim Carrey's ending his career as Dr. Robotnik. That is my favorite thing.
Yeah,
Like, he could do anything with his career, and he wants to end it doing Sonic movies.
yeah.
that's awesome.
That is so
Yeah.
funny to me. But yeah, no. And I think the Sonic films are so well done. The third film was fantastic. And no, my issue with the Mario films is that when they voice the characters, they just sound like the actors.
Yeah,
With the
Yeah.
exception of Jack Black and Yoshi, because Gambino, Donald Glover,
Donald Glover.
you don't even recognize him. Same with Jack Black.
Right.
But a lot of the other actors, even Seth Rogen who played Donkey Kong, it just sounded like Seth Rogen.
By the way, speaking of
Well-
Donkey Kong, he showed up at a split second in this movie. Did y'all
in the
catch?
Brooklyn scene, yeah.
Yeah,
Which I
yeah.
will
Yeah.
say that
Yeah.
that scene alone, him walking through New York to the
Oh,
notorious
yeah.
B.I.G.
Yeah.
Funny, one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Okay, that reminded me of the scene where I could not stop laughing. Me and my friend, when Yoshi was like, so Mario and Luigi are like, so how did you get down here? And then it changes to him walking around New York, just strolling around. And I can't remember what the song was, but that song,
was,
that needle drop.
Hypnotized by B.I.G.
Yeah,
Notorious
that was
B.I.G.
so great. I love
Yeah.
that bit so
That
much.
was
He's
awesome,
like
yeah.
just loving New York, and then he gets chased around.
Yeah.
Because
I
that
will
is like
say
how
this.
a tourist walks through New York. You're just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
bobbing your head, looking
Right.
around.
When,
and just,
when I was
Yeah.
when I was watching the movie, I was like, Yoshi's a tourist, man. He's a
Yeah.
tourist.
yeah.
I was just that randomly popped in my head. I was like,
And definitely,
Yeah,
I
she's a
agree
tourist.
with Darian. He like Donald Glover. Like if they had not said
Hypnotized,
who it
that's
was,
right,
hypnotized,
that's
yeah.
Right.
If they had not
That's
said that Donald Glover was Yoshi, I would not have been able to.
you know, he
No,
you
of
can
course
kind of
not.
recognize
He
his
goes
voice
so
a
far.
little bit. You can
What
kind of
is it?
recognize him a little bit, his voice, like kind of
Yeah,
just a little bit, but
Same
yeah.
with I know you were talking about Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong a little earlier. I
Yeah.
didn't recognize Fred Armisen as Cranky in the first one.
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
that was like
Right.
out of left field, but definitely a very good one. And I will say, like, I think the first movie is better. I'm
this one
trying
more.
not to be biased because Galaxy's my favorite Mario game, but
Yeah.
I do think just kind of looking at both overall now, I do think the first one is better, and the second one it hypes itself up on its fan service. But
And I
I
like
mean,
both,
sure.
but
I
think
can have
this
a
one's
great
better
time with
in my
both of
opinion.
them. I look
Yeah.
forward to being able to do like a double feature with them.
I don't need to ever watch any of them again, but I mean, if I had to choose one, it'd definitely be this new one. But I will say, I love Yoshi like the next person. I think Yoshi is a great character. And it was cool that they had him in here. You know, I think it was a cool addition.
Yeah.
He had no reason to be in here, though.
I agree.
It's
yeah,
true.
He didn't have much
So
to
they
do.
were they
Yeah.
were going to do Super Mario World, which
Yes.
makes sense
Ooh,
because
okay.
that's
We talked
where
about
Yoshi
that.
shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were going to do Super Mario World, and then they were like, "Oh no, we're going straight to Galaxy." And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
They jumped it.
But Super Mario World would have been more of like a Yoshi-centered
Right.
film.
Good
Why
question.
was Donald Glover doing his
Good
voice?
question. Yeah. I don't know.
Was it a passion thing? Because like I know Glenn Powell voicing Fox, that was like a
Yeah.
thing. Like
Yeah.
Glenn went to Universal and Illumination was like, I've got to play Fox.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if there was like any big campaign for him to play Yoshi, but I could
Okay.
be wrong.
I want to quickly pitch this. So
Okay.
I want to wait till on the stream to tell you they got this to you guys. So my thoughts on Glenn Powell being Fox, I think was so last minute because he has been saying for years he does not want to be the franchise guy. He wants to do films more in the direction of how Tom Cruise started his career doing dramas and independent movies. Because the thing is, if How to Make a Killing was better financially, it would show that Glenn Powell could carry a movie as a lead. Because a lot of his stuff is ensemble pieces like Twister and Top Gun Maverick.
True.
But him as the main star has never really worked well with The Running Man and How to Make a Killing because he's trying to go in the direction of what Cruise did. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, he cannot carry a movie on his own.
Yeah.
Which Cruise could make a killing at a box office outside of the Mission Impossible movies and in the franchise stuff. So, but I feel
Which
like
we'll see
Glenn Powell-
that we'll see that later this year with Digger. We'll see how that
I
goes.
feel like Glenn Powell needed a hit and he had to kind of attach himself to something really, really big. And so by being in Mario, it worked for him. But at the same time, it shows that he just can't do anything outside of ensemble films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which stinks because he's so great, and I just
No, I
wish
agree.
that people.
Yeah.
I wish that he just had more movies that made quite literally the name How to Make a Killing that made a killing at the box office. Like
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's- yeah.
Exactly.
Same-
exactly.
one last point because I know Raza, you said you've got to go, and my phone battery's
Yeah.
running low. One
Okay,
last point
yeah.
I'll make about Mario. Who else got Zootopia vibes with Flash and them at the DMV desk? The same with Rob at the information desk. The right over.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't think of it at
That's
first,
now.
but now that you mention that, I definitely see the similarity. Yeah.
Yeah, I started dying laughing when he started over.
Right.
He's
Oh, yeah,
like,
that was
oh, Toad, you stopped. You messed up. He's like, hello, I am Rob. I
Yeah.
know.
Well,
Where's
that
the
was the
flight
character
deck?
that
Right
my dad
over.
knew. My dad was like, "Oh yeah, that's from so and so," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh." And then
Well,
when we were
because-
playing Super Smash Bros, Rob, I think it's his name, Rob, right?
Yeah,
he's on
Rob.
Super Smash Bros. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I
he
think
started
that-
off, not only is he in Super Smash Brothers, but he started off as a NES accessory, and he
Yeah.
was called the
Gotcha.
Robotic Operating.
Because I'm not up with
Rob.
my Mario lore. I'm not up with my Nintendo lore.
Yeah,
So
no,
I'm
not only is he a Smash character, but he is like an OG piece of like Nintendo equipment.
right.
So
Yeah.
which
Like the
is
Zap
pretty
gun
cool.
or
So,
the
like, he
Power
meant-
Glove.
Yeah, Power Glove too. It's definitely was interesting to see.
Oh, that's
It was a
cool.
real robot to pair with the NES. Yeah.
That's sick. Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. So, Jeff, any more thoughts like on Mario or like any other like thing you're wondering about, or just like anyone else, like anything else that we've
I think we
covered
covered
tonight?
everything.
For
I think I covered everything I wanted to.
Yeah.
How do people feel about the 17-year gap in Dune 3?
Okay. I will.
Ah,
Okay, so
right. That's a factor.
Movies do that.
I
Yeah.
like this because I like that there's time that has passed since Dune 2, which gives more time for them to really like dig further into, especially Timothy, into his character. If it was like a year or two after, I don't feel like that would have been as worth it, but it's been a very long time, which shows we can see how bleak the world's become with because now he's not, because in the first one he was a prodigy, and this one he's like an emperor essentially.
Mhm.
I like that concept. I also like the way more darker this tone feels. And yeah, I feel like the 17-year time passing actually really benefits the story, in my opinion. But
I will say
Absolutely.
that, I forgot about that part, that is an aspect of this movie too.
yeah,
I, you know, I am very intrigued, as Darian mentioned too, like, story wise, how that's gonna play in terms
Yeah.
of Paul's reign
Journey.
and turning into Emperor Muad'Dib, I think is what they're calling him.
Mhm.
I do think, like, I wish that there was a bigger gap between movies, if it's because of how big of the in story time gap there is, because the characters obviously don't look like they're 17 years apart
Right.
between movies. And so even if there was like 3, 4, maybe 5 year gap between movies, that would have enabled it to kind of look like it was 17 years later. But I mean, we'll see how it's done. I mean, you can still do things with makeup and stuff, but
Mhm.
from
Yeah.
what I've seen again, I think, like, I'm just so excited to see these characters again. I mean, I loved Jason Momoa in that first one, and to see him come back again, but I know he's resurrected or something. I'm very curious of what he's going to be like. I really liked Princess Erlon, Florence Pugh's character in the second one, even though how little she was, and just knowing that again, like, Paul's chosen her. What does that mean for them? Because we see now that he's gone back to Shawnee, and they're talking about a kid and everything. So it's like, I'm interested. I'm very interested.
There's definitely got to be a lot of, which I'm sure a lot of it probably would go back to the book too. And like I said earlier, I need to read both
Yeah.
books still. Which I started reading the first one 2 years ago when part 2 came out, but I never finished it. So I feel like
Okay.
at this point I'm just gonna
Mhm.
start over and read both of them back to back if I can,
Right.
whenever I find the chance. So definitely, I'm wondering if it's like something the book explains that maybe
Yeah.
I would be able to find out more about before December when the movie
well,
comes
Dune
out.
Messiah is very different than Dune the book itself.
Mhm.
Right.
I just love how people are making similarities to Star Wars, but Dune is literally the blueprint of
Yeah.
Anakin Skywalker. It's,
Yeah.
it's the exact same like character path.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, because without Dune, Star Wars wouldn't exist because the book
Yeah.
came out back in the 60s.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I think Dune, the time jump really benefits the story, and I think visually it'll be like top 2, like next to Odyssey as like the best looking like film with the best scores, sound design, editing, all of that. It's going to be fantastic.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's about covers it for the 17
Yeah.
gap. But I did just think of CinemaCon is coming up this
Yes.
like
Yes.
in about 10 days or so. Do you guys want to do probably another stream later on about that?
So I was thinking about it. My issue is I could do them if I wanted to. Some of them are during the day, so I'll be at work, so I won't be able to. My issue is what I wanted to do. I do want to do the streams, but I know they're gonna possibly be releasing a lot of trailers, and I want to try
Yeah.
to get like many
Right.
like trailer reactions out as I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we definitely want to. Like, I know Monday the 13th, the only panel, I think it's the Sony panel that night. So I'll be home, and I could do a stream if I wanted to.
Okay.
But I kind of want to, and like I thought about it too. Like, if I'm like live streaming, then I could do the trailer reactions then. But I kind of want to like stay on top of all the trailers. You know what I mean? So I might not this year. But
All right.
I don't know. Yeah. I'll have
If
to think about
you,
it. Yeah.
I will say, if you do streams, like we could probably organize something like
Yeah,
as
right.
Trinity
Oh,
and whatnot.
absolutely. Yeah.
But I will say, with next week being the end of tax season, I am very likely going to be hard pressed at work, so I can't
Okay.
dedicate to
That's
like
fine.
a set
Yeah.
stream. But
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
were to
that's
have
okay.
one, I could like hop in for like a few
Yeah.
minutes
Yeah.
and give my
I'll just
thoughts.
have
Yeah.
to. I'll have to think about it. Yeah. I'll have
Okay,
to think
yeah.
about it.
What are the dates for CinemaCon, Hayden?
I think it
So-
starts next week. doesn't it?
Monday through Thursday.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I know my
Monday
name's not
is,
Hayden, but
Monday the 13th. Actually, I can pull it up real quick. Let me just real fast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just said Hayden because I thought he knew. So
no. I
Oh,
was
dude,
thinking,
oh,
I was
good.
like,
Let me
I fight
see.
that urge a lot where it's like I know the information, but you're not who.
no, of
I'm
course.
not who
If
you're
you know,
going
that's
off of,
fine.
so I'm
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. So let me view full schedule real quick, and then
I don't even know what panels or what days, but I do, like you said, Sony's on Monday.
Yeah.
Sony was on Monday.
I know
last year,
Disney is
weren't
the
they?
last day. I know Disney's
Yes.
ending
Isn't
it.
isn't Sony the
is-
first day, by the way?
Yeah.
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 Okay, so Sunday, don't worry about that. Okay, so Monday the 13th, Sony is. Wait, is that? Wait, where's Wait a minute. Okay, here's Monday right here. So where's the Sony panel? Is it, I guess I haven't. Did I miss it? I don't know.
No, there. Oh, Sony Sony Pictures Classics, but that would still be Sony.
You know
Oh,
what? Let
maybe
me
Control F will set you free.
Yeah,
yes,
let me
Control F.
CinemaCon 2026. So maybe this will be it. Okay, here we go.
I was
So
gonna say, if we do streams, I feel like there are more like panels that I would be able to give more commentary on than others. Like Sony, I could probably like talk a lot about, but like some of those other ones, and like you said, those that are in the
Yeah.
middle of the day, I have work. I couldn't do.
We could do something at like at the end of CinemaCon.
Yeah, I think at the end is
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
the best.
totally.
Yeah,
we
we
could
could
do
that.
do. We could do that too.
yeah. So Monday the 13th, April the 13th, that Monday night.
So when does it end? It ends on what, Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday. Yeah.
Why don't we just do like a stream on like Saturday or Sunday?
Yeah, I know. I'd be down for that. Yeah, we
Okay.
could go over like what they talked about and all the
Yeah,
trailers like this and all that. I
Yeah.
talked about the trailers and hopefully we get a lot of trailers. I bet we will. But
And
yeah, so
hopefully-
Sony will be from 6:30 to 8:30. So it's a 2-hour panel. It's 2
I was
hours.
gonna say
Okay,
maybe we'll get confirmation of Michael Part 2 at the CinemaCon.
Possibly. I
Yeah.
can see that.
Official
Yeah,
confirmation.
it could be.
maybe,
I
That
feel
could
like
happen.
they might be saving that for the end of the movie itself, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Tuesday the 14th, Neon kicks it off. Okay. So Neon will kick off Tuesday, and then let's see what's next after Neon, and then Warner Bros is 4:30 to 6:30. So that's
Okay.
about a 2-hour presentation, and then that's it for Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I think Wednesday is. Let's
So
see.
how are they going to do Paramount now? Is Paramount still a separate panel, or is Paramount now going to be under Warner
I
Brothers?
guess so,
Or I mean, the
yeah.
other way around. Warner Brothers going to be with Paramount?
I don't know. That's gonna be
maybe
interesting. That's gonna
maybe
be
they'll
interesting.
still have its own separate panel before the acquisition goes through, but
Okay.
Yeah.
maybe because the acquisition, I feel like whether it was going to be Netflix or Paramount, the acquisition is going to go through third quarter or by the end of the third quarter this year.
Yeah.
So probably
Yeah, it won't be
next
until
year,
much later.
starting next year, it'll be a joint panel. I would
Okay.
say.
Right.
And then Wednesday, the first thing to kick off Wednesday is a first look screening of. So they're playing possibly the whole movie. I'm sorry, the trailer.
Oh,
did
wow.
not-
That trailer did not do anything for
It
me.
did not do anything
was,
for me at all.
I
just-
Wait, is Lionsgate at CinemaCon this year or no?
I don't.
No, I think they're skipping it this year
Yeah,
from
they're
what I
skipping
heard.
it. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, and then
yeah, we'll have to like do a full schedule breakdown and then see
Yeah.
like what works best
Universal,
for everyone. And
Christopher Nolan will be at that for Odyssey for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
yeah, for
I
sure.
was under the impression my guess was the screening was going to be Disclosure Day, but I guess not. So yeah,
I mean, it would. I don't know. I mean, it's the nearest release, so I
Yeah.
feel like it could be.
I feel like
Yeah.
we might get news finally on Alien Romulus 2
Okay, yeah.
hopefully. We
because
got
there's been
Inside
nothing
Gene
about
2,
that
so-
for a while now.
Yeah, and then Thursday. Let's see. Thursday is. Let's see. Okay, so Paramount is 9:45 to 11:30. Okay,
And then we'll probably end with Disney.
so Disney
Yeah.
is 2 hours. Okay, interesting. So yeah, that's
yeah,
Cinema.
Disney's
Awesome.
the last one.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
yeah, we'll have to do we'll have to look at everyone's
Yeah.
schedules and see.
Oh yeah, Overlook too. That's right. Overlook's happening at the
Yeah.
same time.
Oh, by the
so-
way, before you guys all go, don't forget if you have Apple to please watch for me the new Keanu Reeves film with Cameron Diaz, Jonah Hill comes out this Friday.
Okay.
Oh,
Plus, it's my my God, what's the title of the movie? It's called
Cameron
Outcome.
Diaz and
It's Outcome.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Martin
Of course.
Scorsese has a supporting role. He plays in the entire movie.
Oh, nice,
Interesting.
nice.
But
Awesome.
yes, definitely
Yeah.
check it out if you have the time.
Awesome. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, it's been fun. Darian
Yes.
and Jeff, thank you guys
Yes.
for
Yeah,
joining
thank you
us. And
all for,
everyone that's in the
Thank
chat,
you both.
subscribe and follow all of us. Definitely.
Yeah, it's SuperFilmTrinity, all of our Instagrams, letterboxes, and
We only have 2 months until our 1-year anniversary, so let's try and get those numbers up on our channel so that we can start streaming from there. The goal is to do our first stream by our first anniversary, so on the YouTube channel SuperFilmTrinity, please go and sub there along with our Instagram SuperFilmTrinity.
Yeah,
Yes, link in
absolutely.
bio. Link in bio.
Yeah, and in the description of this live stream, I put Joseph, Raza, y'all.
Thank you. Yep.
Up there.
I appreciate it.
Trinity, Darian, I put your Instagram.
Thank you so much.
Jeff, I put your YouTube channel as well, and then I put all my stuff down there too. So, like I said, y'all go subscribe to everybody's Instagram here, Letterbox, YouTube's, all the social medias, and yeah, thank y'all for all joining, man. This is fun. But yeah, I'll let y'all know about the CinemaCon live streams and stuff.
Okay, cool.
I like the idea of like maybe that Saturday or something.
Yeah.
We're like doing a live stream of going over all the stuff that they
Right.
Austin talked about and all that. That could be a lot of.
I was gonna quickly add in. We could, if you wanted, we could also do a talk after Michael comes out.
Yes.
I know we all want to see that movie, so we could discuss that more.
Totally, yeah.
Right.
I'm seeing it that Wednesday night, the 22nd, so the early access screen. So,
Same.
yeah. I don't think there's a press screening in Austin for us, but which I'm not part of the press yet, but I'm saying I don't think there is one, so that'll be like the kind of early screenings for Austin-ish area. So yeah.
I'm doing the Michael Jackson Thriller jacket with the zombie makeup.
I love that.
Awesome.
That's so cool.
I love the
that's
dedication,
awesome.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys,
Alrighty.
it's been a pleasure, and
Yeah.
it's been super fun
Thank you, guys.
to be able to talk about these movies.
Absolutely.
Y'all take care.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anytime, man. You're always welcome.
Jeff, Darian, we'll let y'all know about the CinemaCon live stream or whatever we come up with. So
sounds good.
Yeah, but y'all wish me luck. I'm watching the rest of the boys. Show's freaking crazy.
Let me know what you think. Give me a play-by-play.
Oh, dude,
cool.
I mean, it's crazy.
All right.
Alrighty. I'll catch
Take
you
care,
guys
guys.
later. Y'all have a
Y'all.
good evening.
See ya.
Good rest
You
of the
too.
week.
Yeah.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Take
Bye.
care.
Bye-bye, y'all. Y'all have a good week.